unicorns, and welcome back to my channel. If this is indeed the first time that you're on my channel, my name is Vanessa and I, and I would like to welcome you into the fam. So guys, if you've been looking for a super personalized 2021 prediction, then this is the video for you. So I've been thinking of ways to create a 2021 prediction that is not only accurate, but also super personalized for each and every one of you. Because honestly, what I would love to do most is give each and every one of my little unicorns a personal prediction done by myself. So in order to make that dream possible, I have created the ultimate 2021 prediction. So this is no general 2021 prediction. This is no pick one out of 4 piles. No. Each sign of the zodiac receives its own personal prediction as well as each life path number. So this video will not only help you receive a personalized 2021 prediction based on your zodiac sign, but also your life path number. And fear not if you're not sure what your life path number is, I have a video linked down below where I explain to you exactly how to calculate your life path number with examples and all. So make sure that you check the link in the description box if you need any help with that. So I'm aware that this is going to be a lengthy video, a big undertaking, but it is beyond worth it to me so that each and every one of you can receive a reading that is as personalized as possible so you can feel confident and guided moving into 2021. So guys, without further ado, I'm going to get straight into the readings. I will start off with each zodiac sign's prediction, and then I will be moving into each life path number's prediction. The timestamps can all be found down below in the description box as well as pinned to the comment section. So all you need to do is click your timestamp and you'll be fast forwarded to your readings. Also, do make sure that you hit that like button as well as subscribe to my channel if you enjoy these types of videos and appreciate the amount of effort, thought, and love that I put into them. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna get straight into the readings, starting off with the Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. And to all of my other beautiful signs as well as life path numbers, I will catch you at the click of your timestamp. Hello, all of my beautiful Aries babies of the world, and welcome to your 2021 prediction. So I'll get straight into it. All you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading. So let's figure out what 2021 has in stock for you. First and foremost, we have the flame. So all my Aries babies, one thing that I can see coming up for you is an action-filled year. In the flame, I can see that a lot of things are coming to light that you maybe didn't expect to become so crystal clear. So let's let the upcoming cards kind of let us know exactly what those things are. So we have the Bardo, okay, so that's one thing that's becoming very clear, as well as the thread. So I do see here that life as a whole is making a lot more sense to you during 2021. I see here that you understand or are coming to a deeper understanding of how society works, of how politics work, and just overall how there is almost like a thread that is guiding us through the whole system. And in a way, we can't just rely on what the media says. You are becoming more and more of an independent thinker. So even if you already are a very independent thinker, do know that you're going to kind of cut yourself off even more of mainstream media, mainstream just opinions, and you're going to sit down and really be like, as an Aries, I love adventure. I love to figure out what's really going on in this world. Why not take a little step deeper into figuring out exactly what's happening in between the lines, reading in between the lines. Next up, we have I create harmony. So one thing that I can see here, all my beautiful Aries babies, is the fact that you are creating a life for yourself that is more harmonious, where you feel as though everything works in alignment with one another and you're kicking out any types of unwanted energies. Furthermore, I see here that you achieve with integrity. So when you say you're going to do something, that is exactly what happens, all my beautiful Aries babies. So you're the type of person who is putting their money where their mouth is during 2021. And just overall, that can intimidate some people. Just want to point that out to you. So do not feel as though, how should I say, you need to wind back on the things that you desire or that you're coming off too strong. Of course, insecure people are going to feel intimidated by the fact that you are stepping it up, all my Aries babies. Next, we have strength. So strength is something that just goes so well with what we literally just spoke about with you stepping it up. So all my beautiful Aries babies, I want you to know here in strength that during 2021, you do not need to exert strength by yelling, by being physically the strongest person, or just in any other type of shallow form superior. No, no, no. You know that true strength and pure strengths comes from a place deep within where you don't feel the need to be loud or the strongest or the one with the most possessions. That is not the vibe. I can see here in strength that you know that you have this strong inner strength that is very compassionate, that is very empathetic. So instead of blowing up or letting people kind of get you out of character, letting people bring you to this boiling point, you would rather just take a step back, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that true strength is not reacting to the BS whatsoever. Next up, we have justice. So all my beautiful Aries babies, I see here in justice that a lot of things are going to finally be ruled in favor of your opinion. So this could also be politically, or if there's some sort of ongoing lawsuit around you. I want you to know here in justice, in correspondence to strength, that for the first little bit of 2021, it may feel like the end isn't very near, which is why you have to make sure that you stay strong for yourself. But then moving forward, finally, you know, your integrity, the truth is all going to be aligned, and justice is something that's going to be brought to your life. Next up, we have the Two of Voices. So in the Two of Voices, all my beautiful Aries babies, I do see here that you're a little bit scattered when it comes to what to think, and you're trying to gather as much information as you possibly can in order to have a clear depiction as to how you see 2021. So I do see here in the Two of Voices that confusion is something that is kind of going around collectively. Okay, so news and media outlets spreading a lot of misinformation or confusing words, where I can see here in the Two of Voices that in a sense you're the one who always brings light into the room, always brings clarity as well as facts, and you're bringing that to friends, to family, just overall helping others see the light more. Next, we have the Knight of Bottles. So all my beautiful Aries babies, in the Knight of Bottles, I can definitely see here that you're taking a big jug of success next year, material success, and this can almost be intoxicating. Have you ever had that rush when you acquired something material, something financial, and like it's almost addictive? It's like you want more. So that is kind of like the rush that I see you experiencing during the year of 2021. And now all of my beautiful Aries babies, you can be pretty impulsive. That is why I want you to make sure that you don't get too addicted to that feeling, because addiction, I mean, you know, it can be something that destroys a lot and kind of makes you step out of that moral compass that you have so carefully curated and cultivated. So be very careful when it comes to the rush that you get with material things. Remind yourself that you have so much more depth than that, and there's so much more to you than material things. Next up, we have the Emperor. So planning ahead. I see that 2021 is going to be filled with you making a lot of intricate plans on how to move forward, also planning your life in advance, what you want to do in order to maybe create your own family, create your own business, and just overall planning as in finally utilizing a planner, more checklists, just having a more detailed kind of outline of what you want to do next. So that doesn't mean that you're not being intuitive. It just means that overall you're getting your ish together a bit more, all my Aries babies, and you want to become more focused and organized in order to ensure your success. Now, all my beautiful Aries babies, we are at the end of your zodiac prediction. Do make sure that you click your life path number in order to receive that part of your 2021 prediction. I hope this resonated, and I'll catch you in another video. Hello, all my beautiful Taurus babies of the world, and welcome welcome to your 2021 reading. So I'm going to get straight into it, and all you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy. Let's figure out what's coming towards you. First and foremost, we have the new moon in Taurus, prosperity lying ahead. So 2021 for all my beautiful Tauruses is exactly what you need. You like the finer things in life. You like to chill. You can be very focused on what you want to achieve, but at the same time, self-care, honey. Yes, and I can see here in the new moon in Taurus that you have a lot of prosperity that lies ahead in the material realm, okay, when it comes to finances, when it comes to acquiring material things, and also prosperity spiritually coming for you. Next, we have the blue moon. And now all of my Taurus babies, I want you to know here in the blue moon that during 2021, a lot of things that you didn't necessarily believe possible are going to come true. They're going to be happening. So I do want you to know here in the blue moon that that saying of something happening once every blue moon, well, for you, all my Taurus babies, there seem to be a lot of blue moons during 2021 because there are a lot of things happening for you that are usually far more spaced out, but they're happening very rapidly. So let's figure out exactly what those things are. We have the third quarter moon. I see here that a lot of adjustments are happening for you. So job changes, I see changes materially. So moving, changing where it is that you live, how you spend your money, so on and so forth. And I also see spiritually trying different practices, maybe trying meditation, yoga, Reiki, moving on to crystals as well as smudging, saging. So I definitely see here that a lot of practices of yours are switching. You're learning a lot of new things. And I also do see here that a lot that you thought to be impossible all of a sudden becomes possible. So all my Taurus babies, do know that for you during 2021, for example, buying a lottery ticket and so on, it's a favorable year. Next, we have the vow. So all my Tauruses, you are going to love this because you love when you have security. And I see here in the vow that 2021 is a year where people are making promises to you and they're actually keeping it. Okay, so almost like a vow is in marriage. That is one thing that is highly likely for you. If you are already married, do know here that kind of like a renewal of the spark is a possibility. And furthermore, I would like you to know in the vow, people keeping promises. And that kind of is something that makes you feel like you can trust more and you can let go of that need to control. Next up, we have the riddle. So in the riddle, I can see here that things are kind of wrapped up in a beautiful package during 2021. And it is again this thing with the impossible being possible. So you may have thought it'd be impossible for you to have certain success in the material realms or for your love life to go to this place where you're now taking these vows, where you're now making these vows, promising something to another human being to be with them through thick and thin. And I can see here in the riddle that 2021 is really looking a lot more up for you. It is a year where you feel as though, wow, everything is so beautifully packaged. So every experience comes with a beautiful sunset, an amazing scent that you just remember, some awesome food that is just so beyond beautiful to enjoy. So it's really a year that you can enjoy, especially as a Taurus. Next, we have the Knight of Emotions as well as the Eight of Emotions. So you're very much connected to your emotional energy, to water sign type of energy. And I can see here in the Knight of Emotions that a water sign is going to have a profound effect on you. I see in conjunction to the Eight of Emotions that a water sign in your life is going to make you think that extra mile and is going to make you reconsider some of your values in a way that you didn't think possible. Let's see what else is here. We have the Muse of Emotions. So in the Muse of Emotions as well as the Knight of Emotions, I definitely see that this strong water sign energy is making you think and making you just remember that the most important thing is truly family, and it is truly just how you feel about yourself and your life, not what it looks like. So moving away from caring so much about societal standards, but also furthermore really getting deep into your connections with the people who you love, and a water sign being the one to open that gate for you to where you can be more emotionally vulnerable, as well as not see anything wrong with just that. Next, we have the Six of Knives. In the Six of Knives, I can see that a lot is riding on you, okay? I see that using your intelligence, using your, should we call it street cred, just overall how smart that you are, your intellectual side is highly important, as I can see that in order to strike a deal with anybody, whether it be being in a committed relationship or a business deal, you're going to have to just show that witty and strong side of yourself. Next, we have the Hermit. So just like 2020, there is going to be a lot of home time, a lot of alone time, but deep in thought, not feeling bored, not feeling as though you're not quite sure where life is going. I do see here in conjunction to the Muse of Emotions that spending a lot of time with a fellow water, well, not a fellow water sign, fellow as in, you know, like me, a Cancerian, or for example, a Pisces, a Scorpio, spending time with someone like that is going to enlighten you and allow you to see things from different viewpoints, from different kind of places that you didn't consider beforehand. And that is going to allow you to create harmony, just as we see in this card, you creating more harmony within your life, as well as you believing more in the fact that luck is back on your side, all my beautiful Taurus babies. So we're at the end of your zodiac prediction. Do make sure that you tune into your life path numbers 2021 reading, and I'll catch you in another video. Hello, all my beautiful Gemini babies of the world, and welcome to your 2021 zodiac prediction. So I'm going to get straight into it, while all you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy. So first and foremost, we have the mutable moon. In the mutable moon, I see here that don't feel like anything is set in stone within the first weeks and months of 2021. All my Gemini babies, I want you to know that there is a lot of change that you're still going to be going through during 2021. So if things start off very rocky or on a very prosperous note, don't feel as though that's how the rest of the year is necessarily going to continue. There are ups and downs coming, and you're going to think back on 2021 and think, wow, this was an eventful year. Let's see exactly in what form. We have the full moon in Taurus. In the full moon in Taurus, I can see here that a lot of your dreams can come to fruition, but you need a practical plan, and getting to accomplishing those dreams is going to come with ups and downs, where sometimes you feel as though, yes, I'm finally getting there, and on other days you're like, oh, I'm still so far away. But one of the common denominators for achieving your dreams, all my Gemini babies, is to make sure that you have a practical plan for them. Write down a kind of manifestation wish list and different steps that you think you need to take in order to get to your dreams. Next, we have the new moon in Leo. After that, it's all about confidence, all my Gemini babies. The new moon in Leo is trying to encourage you to be a little bit more like this fiery fire sign, the Leo, which is bigger than life, which is very confident and very out there. So don't be afraid to go after those dreams once you've carefully curated your plans, and don't feel embarrassed. Don't overthink things in the usual Gemini fashion. Next, we have give offerings that are genuine. So give, all my Gemini babies, okay? I can see here that in conjunction to being confident, the way how you can really be as confident as possible during 2021 is to have like a very genuine knowing of why you do things in everyday life. So why, for example, you greet somebody every single day, even though you don't know them. Why, for example, you try to stay in touch with people who you don't get to see very frequently. The more you offer your love, your encouragement, and kind words to other people in a genuine fashion, how you're really being mindful about why you're doing it, the more confident you're going to be in your actions, because you understand that you do good. And that is one thing that I can see here for you during 2021. So a lot of helping others, a lot of charitable work, but I do also see here that doing good is something that can wear you out over time, because you want the same for yourself. I mean, who doesn't? All my Gemini babies, don't feel as though this is something to be embarrassed about. We all just want love, attention, and affection. And I can see here that because you're giving so much, because you're kind of like the rock for a lot of people during 2021, you can feel worn out at times. And next we have the kiss. However, romantically speaking, all my Gemini babies, I do see here that romance is in the cards for you, okay? Having a kind of situationship, a full-blown relationship, sharing one or many kisses, being intimate with another human being is one thing that I see that really kind of lights you up and gives you more balance. I see here in the fault line that there's this clear distinction between your private life and what you do privately, as well as your work life, as well as the side of you that is public, okay? So who you are at work, that persona, who you are with family, and who you are with just social friends, people who you have a very platonic relationship with, acquaintances. So that's where I see that there's a big difference, and you have to make that distinct difference, because your love life is filled with so much love and so much passion that you've got to protect yourself during 2021. Next, we have the eternal child. So I can see here that your love life is in a place where you're being taken care of, where your needs are met. So make sure that it's not too big of a discrepancy between you being the giver, the rock for others, socially and with acquaintances, but then your lover kind of misses out, because then you end up being so needy that you need all the attention that your lover can give you without you giving as much in return. That is what I see here in the eternal child, to remind yourself that you should sometimes put yourself in your lover's shoes, in your lover's position, in order to not make them feel as though they have to share you with everybody. They have to share you with the world. Next up, we have the Page of Bottles. So in the Page of Bottles, I can see here that your lover is most likely a water sign, okay? So a Cancerian like myself, a Pisces, a Scorpio, somebody who is young, maybe younger than you, or how should I say, just less mature than you are. And it's hard for them to understand sometimes why you give as much as you do, but the more you explain, the more you just confidently believe in their abilities to learn, the more your relationship is going to feel strengthened. Next up, we have the Devil. So now, all of my Gemini babies, I do want you to know here in the Devil that when it comes to love, there's a lot of temptation around, so make sure that you stay faithful and make sure that you keep a close eye on any romantic partner that you're spending time with, because they too may feel as though, ooh, there are a lot of people here. Let me just sneak a little look. Let me just do a little bit of a flirty thing. So that's where I see that it's essential for you to make sure that thoughts stay just that. Thoughts and fantasies remain in your head for both you as well as your partner. So make sure that you're giving your romantic partner, your lover, during 2021 as much attention as you possibly can in the little free time that's left. So all of my beautiful Gemini babies, I hope your reading resonated. Do make sure that you click your life path numbers reading in the description box or pinned to the comment section in order to continue your highly personalized 2021 prediction. Hello, all my beautiful fellow Cancerians of the world, and welcome to your 2021 Zodiac prediction. So let's get straight into it. Just lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading. So first and foremost, we have the South Node. So I see here that you're not allowing for your past to hold you back, all my beautiful Cancerians. I see here that instead of overthinking or being emotionally attached to your memories, you're instead stepping forward, moving forward, making new memories, and not allowing any negative thoughts to get in the way. Next, we have the New Moon. I see that because of this, you have this fresh start, this completely new beginning in 2021. It's going to feel like a completely new period and chapter of your life. And I do see here that this new start means that you're letting go of your old identity, whether it's the good parts or the bad parts. You're starting on a completely fresh slate. Then we have the new moon in Libra. I see here a new romantic cycle beginning as well for you. So as a Cancerian, this can be highly intense, because when you feel something for another human being, be it love, be it hatred, be it any type of emotion, you feel it intensely, and it is something that you can't ignore. So I do see here in the new moon in Libra that when it comes to a new romantic cycle beginning, it is just all consuming, okay? It is like this hopeless romantic kind of feeling. Next we have, I heed my own counsel. So one thing that I can see here is that even if it is like renewed love, even if it is renewed love with a partner that is already existent within your life, you're making sure that you're taking your own advice when it comes to putting that spark back in the relationship and just kind of enjoying it, okay? Enjoying the fact that you are a sensual being, enjoying the fact that you are getting a lot of romantic attention. Next we have, I speak with good intent. Anybody who you come across, anybody who comes into your life during 2021, gossip is not a thing. People who like to gossip, you're kicking them out of your life, because you understand that if they're going to be gossiping about other people, ooh girl, they might be gossiping just as badly about you as they do others, and you don't want that kind of energy around you. You want to speak kindly always of others and surround yourself with those who do the same. Next we have being trustful of your relationships. So because you are kind of like cleaning out anybody who isn't trustworthy, you feel like all the relationships that remain are 100% trustworthy, even the romantic ones, even the ones that maybe they were a bit of on a rocky patch, but then you were able to get back to a place where there is mutual trust, love, and support. Next we have, I act respectfully of others, respecting the planet, all my beautiful Cancerians. I see here that that is something that you're taking very seriously during 2021, and you're not allowing anybody to tell you otherwise. No, you're actually encouraging others to do the same, and encouraging others to educate themselves about what type of footprint that they're leaving on this earth. You know, how much plastic that they're using, how much glass that they're using, how they can recycle, how they can make sure that they purchase things that last rather than things that are simply fashionable. I see here in the seed that you are planting lots of little seeds during 2021 for later success as well as love. So I do want you to know here in the seed that your romantic relationship especially is one where you're planting the seed for a future that you desire. So if you, for example, would like a family, you're planting that seed with your partner. You're making sure that it's already on the table. If you would, for example, like to travel, move to another country, I see you already looking into it. The same goes for making sure that the people around you are informed of what's happening next, what kind of like awakenings that you're going through, because there is profound change, there is this new beginning, but you want people to come along with you. You don't want to just shed every relationship just because you're changing profoundly. You want the people who you know are rooting for you, who you know care for you, to come with you on this beautiful journey. So that is where I can see in the seed that you're keeping everybody up to date and already planting little seeds in their minds, so that when you actually come up with that new business idea, with that next big change that would otherwise just kind of like hit them out of the blue, you've already planted a seed by saying, oh, well, you know, I am thinking of quitting my job, I'm thinking of, you know, like going traveling, I'm thinking of starting a family, and then when you actually do it, it's like, oh, okay, not that big of a surprise. Next up, we have the medallion. So all my Cancerians, I definitely see that 2021 is allowing for us to shine. It is allowing for our sensitive and emotional natures to be celebrated and to really be validated for once. So you're not anymore the super sensitive emotional being. People are starting to take what you feel, and the fact that we are often also very clairvoyant. That is something that others around us are really beginning to appreciate more. Then we have the river. So things are flowing and a lot of stuff isn't in your control as a Cancerian during 2021. So I want you to know here that it is important for you to not allow past experiences to make you feel like you're going to hit a roadblock when things are flowing and when things are moving in the right direction. Simply go with it, go with the flow. This is your element, okay, water. So do know that 2021 is favorable. In the comic, last but not least, I see here that having fun is a really big one, especially romantically, as well as when speaking with others, having very lighthearted fun. So no drama, no types of gossip, but instead just actually cracking jokes that don't hurt anybody, actually having fun in a way how you know you're not harming anyone, you're not kind of saying defamatory things about yourself. It's just some good old-fashioned fun and deep belly laughs. So 2021 in a nutshell for you is a lot of laughter. It is a completely fresh start and new beginning where you're already shaping your life for the future. You're already kind of shaping those around you up to be a part of the next big adventures and the next big life achievements. A lot of romance for you, all my Cancerians, a lot of love. So all my beautiful Cancerians, we're at the end of your zodiac prediction. Make sure that you do check out your life path number reading down below in the description box, as well as pinned to the comment section, and I'll catch you in another video. Hello all my beautiful Leos of the world, and welcome to your zodiac prediction. So I'll get straight into it. All you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading. First and foremost, we have the Three of Inspiration. So all my beautiful fiery Leos, I see here in the Three of Inspiration that it's almost like a domino effect that's taking place during 2021 for you. Once things are set in motion, it's hard to get them to stop. So let's see what's going to be set in motion, shall we? We have the Two of Emotions as well as the Six of Emotions. I see here romance that's being brought into 2021 for you. Romance as in love, romantic love. That is what the Two of Emotions stands for. But I do want you to make sure that you don't get kind of like too hung up on anyone, as I can see here in the Six of Emotions, this feeling of longing for another person. So this could be a whirlwind romance, okay, situationship that isn't a twin flame or a soulmate, that is more just like a relationship that you're in for fun, to just enjoy that person's company, and also, you know, to just maybe experiment with. So make sure that you don't all of a sudden catch feelings for that person during 2021. Make sure that you make it very clear from the beginning what you desire. Next up, we have I act respectfully of others. So when you do get into that whirlwind romance, make it very clear that you either want a steady commitment or you're just in it for fun, but don't switch up on them, all my beautiful Leos, as I can see here that is one thing that may make things romantically difficult. Next, we have being humble. So I see here that for all of my beautiful Leos, 2021 is going to be a very humbling year when you come to realize how fortunate you've been in many different ways, as well as how fortunate you are as a zodiac sign. Overall, you are one of the more confident zodiac signs, if not the most confident, and you will see how other signs around you are kind of struggling with confidence, whereas you can still feel good about yourself in many situations where other people already crack under pressure. Next, we have giving blessings. So I do see here that in 2021 you are then inspired to give others tips, to give others lots of compliments. You're like that friend that everybody loves to have around, because people always feel better when you're in the vicinity, because you're not afraid to give a girl a compliment. You're not afraid to give a man a compliment, a unicorn, whoever they like to identify as, you're trying to always see the good in others. You're trying to always see the shine in others, okay, and what makes them unique and what is beautiful within other people. Next, we have Mercury. So you are especially affected by Mercury, all of my beautiful Leos, and I see that it is affecting how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel during the year of 2021. So it seems as though your rather like impulsive, adventurous nature may change. It may change for you becoming more of a planner or just overall rethinking things before you get right into them. Next up, we have the 10th house. And now in the 10th house, I can see here that your achievements as well as status is going to be affected. But because we do have the Two of Emotions in here, it may just be that that relationship status changing is something that changes people's perception of you, especially if you've never, say, been in a relationship before that you've been open about. I see here that just speaking about your preferences romantically is something that is going to change how others see you. So for example, you may come out of the closet. You may say that, hey, actually I like to date people from all over the world, from different cultures and backgrounds. And I do see here in the 10th house that that drastically will change how others see you for the better, but also with some people you may rub them the wrong way, or they may feel like, oh, is this really real or not? But let's see who is romantically going to come into your life. We have Virgo. Okay, so all of my beautiful Leos, I see here that the Virgo is the type of person who you're going to be romantically attracting and in this situationship with. So Virgo energy is very earthy, grounded energy. Virgos are usually very humble, dutiful, and when they say they're going to do something, they do it. They are perfectionists, so you are more the star of the relationship while they are more in the background. Not to say that you're not humble during 2021, which you are, but in the relationship, they are like even more humble, which makes you a really great duo. So this person has a lot of Virgo energy within their birth chart, but potentially also a lot of Taurus energy, another very grounded energy of an earth sign. Next, we have the empty room. So I do want you to know here that there is just this relationship, this situationship coming for you during 2021 that's not going to be forever. So that doesn't mean that you can't meet a soulmate or a twin flame during 2021, all my beautiful Leos, but I do want you to know that you will be in a situationship or relationship, then there will be an empty room, so you kind of being by yourself again before you're ready to move into another relationship. So you will have some time being alone, you will have some time by yourself where you feel as though, okay, this is just me time. So not heartbroken, more of a productive time for yourself. Next, we have the cave. So do know here in the cave that a lot is happening and you have your privacy and you're creating what you're going to come out with next. So I see that any love relationship is very much consensual. It is very much one that you are engaging with because you want to and you're okay with it just like being maybe even just physical. And I do see here in the cave that once you have your alone time, you really just want that alone time. You really just want people to leave you alone, as I can see here in the vision that you are creating. I see that 2021 is going to come with a lot of highly creative breakthroughs of what to do next in your career, what to do next when it comes to your projects, both professionally as well as privately. And just coming up with these ideas is something that you have to do by yourself in a very humble moment, in many humble moments. So don't be surprised if by the end of 2021 you have amassed like a plethora of drawings that you've created of different kind of work just that you have curated, that you have carefully put together, and also a large collection of books that you've read, because you're just almost like taking in as much information, almost like a dry sponge that you soak into water or some other type of liquid, and you're soaking it all up and then just using that juice to create. And anybody who's in your life, especially romantically, has to be a great add-on. I see that a point of contention is when somebody is trying to be the epicenter of your life and it gets in the way of your creativity. That's when things kind of don't work out for you as well. So all of my beautiful Leos, this is your zodiac prediction. Do make sure that you check out your life path number reading, and I'll catch you there. Hello, all my beautiful Virgos of the world, and welcome to your 2021 prediction. So I'm going to get straight into it. While all you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading. So first and foremost, we have I speak with good intent. So all my beautiful Virgos, I can see here that gossip is not on the table for you during 2021. I see a very pure year when it comes to your words and the way that you phrase them. And I praise the goddess and the god. I can definitely see here a connection to the spiritual realm for you, and just overall feeling as though you have a deeper understanding of how the universe works and how this world functions, and overall feeling like you really want to create in your mind this type of equality that sadly doesn't always prevail. So you're trying to get rid of like little preconceived notions that you have. So for example, if you see a couple together that seems to like physically not fit, you know, with one person being very tall or rather big and the other person being very short and very skinny, and having preconceived notions about that as an example, or any type of other physical type of appearance, you're being very real with yourself, saying like, oh, I still do have a few preconceived notions. I still do have some opinions that aren't very flattering about other people, and I'm going to be real with myself about this and tackle this during 2021 to create a world and a life that consists of more equality than it has up until this point. Next, I see in the Ace of Voices that just a spiritual awakening is a big part for your 2021, coming to a deep understanding as to why you think the way that you do and why you act in certain ways as well, because I do see here in the Ace of Voices that just being honest with yourself and that perfectionist streak that Virgos often have is what is driving you to be better and better. Next, we have the Ace of Emotions. So it is starting a new emotional kind of journey for you, where you feel as though this is a new period of your life that you have to celebrate and that you have to really pay close attention to in order to be able to make the most of this time. We have the Chariot, so you're moving forward very quickly because you're being so reflective and you're not afraid to call yourself out. That is why you're moving forward in a very rapid manner and leaving a lot of people in the dust. Okay, so professionally, you're making money moves, you're making very quick moves forward because you're unafraid to also point out things that you feel like you could do better, to point out things in yourself that you feel like, I could use a little bit of improvement there. We have the Sun. So 2021 is going to be a very happy year for you. You're going to look back on 2021 and feel like, yes, this was a good year. This was a year in which I grew, in which I took many steps forward, and in which I can really say like, wow, favorable things happened for me. And I see here in the Sun that just taking a lot of time to enjoy is part of 2021. So more vacations than usual, more just chill, relaxation time, and time to be with friends and family that you usually wouldn't have. Next, we have the full moon in Pisces. So in the full moon in Pisces, I can see here that balancing spirituality as well as practicality is a big topic because of these awakenings that you're coming to in 2021. You're trying to balance, okay, how can I be the spiritual being that I know I am, while not letting it get in the way of my workday, for example, while not letting it get in the way of my career, because honestly, you could talk about spirituality, practice spirituality all day, and you still would feel like there isn't enough time in the day. So to then also fit a career in there, it could be a lot. It can be overwhelming, especially when you want to delve deeper, right? So that is where I see in the full moon in Pisces that you're trying to find ways to balance every part of yourself. Next, we have the new moon in Aries. So you're taking action, no more procrastination, all of my beautiful Virgos, and no more waiting till things are perfect. As a Virgo, you can tend to be a bit of a perfectionist and wait till that perfect moment arises, but you realize that sometimes that wastes a lot of your precious time and you're not doing that any longer. I see here in the third quarter moon that you're not doing it anymore because the third quarter moon shows that you're realizing that you have to make adjustments. You can't wait till everything is perfect in order to act. Sometimes you just have to do. Sometimes you just have to push forward. And that is where I see in the third quarter moon that you're making that connection, that finally the flick has switched and you're just going for it rather than wanting to make everything perfect first. We have the underworld. So you're facing your shadow side. I see that 2021 is really just you holding a mirror up, looking right at it, being unafraid of what you're seeing. We brought that up a little earlier in your reading, that you're not afraid to be skeptical, not afraid to see where even you have room for improvement, and not afraid to tackle growth. Next, we have the gem as well as the maiden. So I do see here in the gem as well as the maiden that you're really just growing into this beautiful like gem, into this beautiful diamond. Yes, it's taken a little bit of time. You may have been a diamond in the rough up until 2021, but I see that 2021 is really giving you those final touches, that extra bit of pressure just to make you sparkle and shine and really understand what your highest potential is, and not let excuses, procrastination, or perfectionism get in the way of your success. So all of my beautiful Virgo babies, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope it resonated. Make sure that you click your life path number to receive an even more personalized prediction of 2021, and I'll catch you in that part of the video. Hello, all my beautiful Libras of the world, and welcome to your 2021 prediction. So let's get straight into it. All you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading. So let's see what's coming for you in 2021. We have the waxing crescent moon. Now in the waxing crescent moon, I see here that you're being called to have more faith in your dreams, all of my beautiful Libras. So you're a very diplomatic type of sign, and I do see that often it can be hard for you to believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, and understand that yes, your dreams can come true. But I do see here that 2021 is putting that to a test and bringing your awareness to the fact that the more you believe in your dreams, the more you will be able to achieve them. I see here in the new moon in Scorpio that you're working through your fears. I see that 2021 is really a year for you where you're not so much just basing everything on what's logical, but you're actually trying to say to yourself, hey, if I just believe in myself, I can still succeed against any odds. So that is where I see in the new moon in Scorpio that working through your fears all of a sudden becomes way more accessible than ever before. And then we have the balsamic moon. So 2021 is really a time for healing for you, all my beautiful Libras of the world. And I do want you to understand here that a time for healing means a time to take a step back. So you may become a lot less involved at your workplace, a lot less involved romantically, and just retract. Just take time to take some deep breaths and truly heal your emotions. As I can see here in the ring, that there is commitment coming during 2021, but most likely more towards the end, as we first do have a lot of work that you need to do just healing. But in the ring here, I can see that it is commitment that's coming towards you in the form of tying the knot. Okay, so this could be marriage, this could be moving in with somebody, just overall committing your time, your energy, and your love to another human being, and that also happening vice versa. Then we have the storm. So in the storm, I can tell that the playing field is going to be leveled. You feel as though this commitment is like a fresh start, a new beginning that you can truly embrace. And I can see here in the comic that any situation or situationship that seemed serious before it's just not that serious anymore, okay? I can see that 2021 is bringing a breath of fresh air to you that you so desperately needed, especially if you felt like 2020 lacked oxygen for you, all my beautiful Libras. So do know here in the comic that there is so much more fun to come during 2021, both in your personal life as well as in your career. Next we have I honor virtue. So I do see that it is highly important for you to stay true to yourself, and you're putting a little bit of yourself in all of your undertakings. I see here in being forgiving that you are not going to be so skeptical of yourself and your abilities any longer. Instead, you're going to forgive yourself for being hard on yourself and move forward in a more empowered way. I see here in listening to opposing opinions that instead of kind of ruling out a friendship or a connection with somebody because they maybe had a different point of view, you are trying to understand their point of view. You're taking that into your education, and when somebody says something that usually would really startle you, hurt you, or make you feel as though, oh, this person doesn't really know what they're talking about, or they're just like a nasty, mean, uneducated person, instead of thinking that, you're actually taking this as a lesson. You're seeing people who irk you the most as your biggest teacher to go back, reconsider, and try to like find a way to see things from their point of view. You're seeing that as a challenge. Next we have the King of Cigarettes. So in the King of Cigarettes, I can see here that a fire sign is going to have a profound impact on your life. And let's see in what way this mature, older fire sign is going to impact you. We have the Tower. Okay, so the Tower as well as the World. So I can see here that this fire sign is going to either make or break your world. So falling in love and things falling apart, or then moving on to actually getting that ring, to getting that commitment, is kind of where 2021 is going down for you. Okay, so it's either that dream relationship, that dream commitment, or in the Tower, kind of things falling apart and going separate ways because it's just the better thing to do. So because this fire sign is involved, it's kind of hard to say which direction it's going in a general reading that isn't just targeted at love. But I do see here in the King of Cigarettes that this person is very mature. They have a lot of power in their community, in society. So either way, breaking off of them is going to still leave you with a lot that you've gained with this person being in your life. Okay, a lot of wisdom, also maybe social status. So the breakup is not going to hurt you should that happen as much as it will hurt them, because I do see here in the King of Cigarettes that their ego may be highly bruised. But if it does work out in the World, I see you kind of like moving on to this situation where you're almost on a pedestal, where you're like this trophy and you feel as though you're on top of the world, because the World really is one of the most favorable cards in the tarot, if not the most favorable card that has showed up for you. So all my beautiful Libras, do make sure that you move on to your life path number prediction in order to receive a more personalized prediction, and maybe also find out exactly what route that you're going down in 2021. So I'll catch you in that part of the video. Hello all my Scorpios of the world, and welcome to your 2021 reading. So I'll get straight into it, and all I want you to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy your prediction. So first and foremost, we have the waning moon. So I see here that in 2021, you're going to constantly be decluttering, constantly be asking yourself, what or who do I need to release? So you are so focused on only having things within your life that truly serve you, and you don't want to carry any extra baggage around with you. And as a Scorpio, you know, being a fellow water sign, I understand how much releasing emotional baggage can really change your life for the better. Next, we have the waxing moon. So in the waxing moon, I see that you feel like you have to release any type of baggage because the energy around you is gaining momentum. You can feel like things are really coming to a climax. Things are really coming to a point where it's like, wow, this is a big change. This is all of a sudden more success or more work than I expected. Let's see exactly what this means. We have the gibbous moon. I see you're very close to achieving your goal, and any type of naysayers, any type of negativity that anybody tries to bring into your life, you cut them off immediately and ruthlessly, all my Scorpio babies. Wow, I can see here in the gibbous moon that being very close to your goal is making you a little bit ruthless and a little bit more careful and choosy as to who you keep around you, but rightfully so. Next, we have the new moon in Capricorn. So the hard work that you've put in is paying off, and you want to make sure that first and foremost you benefit from that, and then the secondary beneficiary is like the people who are always there for you, right? The people who believed in you, not naysayers, not people who are just coming into your life in 2021 that you can feel aren't sincere. So that is where I see you being very protective over your achievements. Next, we have I live in truth. I see in I live in truth, just because you are so focused on being yourself 100% and not being stifled by anything or anyone, you're constantly decluttering, trying to release anything that doesn't resonate with your truth and what you stand for. I see here that you're on this quest to create harmony. You're on this quest to make sure that you're literally only surrounded by positivity. So do make sure that you don't take things too far, all my beautiful Scorpio babies, that you don't comb out too many people and too many opportunities just because they're quote unquote not classified as positivity, because sometimes you also need to look things in the eye, okay? There are people who are very critical, who try to mask constructive criticism or feedback. They try to mask like negativity as constructive feedback is what I'm trying to say. But then there are also people who genuinely just want to give you constructive criticism and feedback. And there's a fine line sometimes. And that's where it's important for you to not write somebody off just because they're trying to give you feedback. Next, we have the empty room. So minimalism is one thing that you're looking into more. So how you can live and be happy with less and not have so many belongings that just stress you out. I do see here in the empty room, getting rid of larger belongings is a big thing during 2021. So for example, selling a car, selling a house, selling something that costs a lot of time or money for you to acquire. I see here in Thanatos that you feel less and less like you need any type of physical belongings, any type of material things to know your worth. So this speaks of huge growth for you, all my beautiful Scorpio babies. And this does speak of a situation where you're living your truth, and you're not just like saying you're living your truth, you're actually making yourself walk the walk. You're not just talking the talk. I see here in Capricorn that a Capricorn is going to be highly inspirational to you. Capricorns are sometimes very materialistic, but at the same time, they're hardworking. And when they get to this point of spiritual maturity and elevation, they're actually one of the signs that is the most kind of like okay with living frugally and focusing on what really matters that isn't material. So I do see here in Capricorn that a Capricorn is going to have a big effect on your life during 2021, all my beautiful Scorpios. So look out for those Capricorns. Next, we have the 10th house. So I see here in the 10th house that your achievements as well as your status in the outside world is going to change during 2021. Now, I do want to find out exactly how it's going to change, exactly what kind of impact this change is going to have on your social status. We have the Queen of Pills, so people find you to be a boss. That is how perception is going to change. I see that the less that you own, it's like the less emphasis you put on owning things and on being successful, the more successful you seem, the more successful your energy becomes as well. So I can definitely see here in the Queen of Pills that people find you to be someone who is highly successful in the earthly realms and somebody who knows what they're doing. That's the vibe that you have around you during 2021. So make use of that boss energy, all my beautiful Scorpios. So we're at the end of the Zodiac part of your 2021 prediction. Do make sure that you hit up your timestamp for your life path number to to receive an even more personalized, detailed description of what's coming for you during 2021. So all of my beautiful Scorpios, I'll catch you in your life path reading prediction. Hello, all my beautiful Sagittarius babies, and welcome to your 2021 Zodiac prediction. So I'm gonna get straight into it with my deck, and all you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy. So first and foremost, we have the vessel. So I see here that something is speaking through you, all my beautiful Sagittarius babies, and I can see that you're coming to realize that your body is really just a vessel for something bigger. We have the Bardo. So I can see here that in a sense, 2021 is not so scary after 2020. I see here in the Bardo that you don't feel so afraid of any type of difficult situation. You don't feel afraid of death, of any type of, difficulty when it comes to love, difficulties when it comes to finances, because you understand that you can get yourself out of any situation. I see here in the womb that just as, there is death, you understand that there is also a place for birth, and that both have to coexist simultaneously. I see here in the womb that for any type of difficulty you face, you're optimistic and you know that you have like the next big idea, the next plan just brewing within you. But I do also want you to know here in the womb, in conjunction to the vessel, a birth around you, a pregnancy. So that does not have to be you specifically. That could also be somebody very close to you whose energy is kind of seeping into your 2021 prediction. Next, we have the vision. So I do see here in the vision that you already have a feeling who this birth is going to kind of like be with, okay, where this pregnancy is going to happen. And I do see here in a vision that you also already have this almost like clairsentient ability to feel where things are coming to an end, be it a relationship or an actual life, okay, an actual maybe even animal life that's coming to an end. Next, we have the sword. So I want you to know here that mentally 2021, okay, we have another card that clearly wants to speak up, the Starborn. I wanted to say 2021 is going to make you really think. In conjunction to the Starborn, you're going to more and more feel like maybe you're a star seed, maybe you are this magical creature that isn't necessarily so earthly, that is more like a soul from another galaxy, from another planet, that is now in this human body, that has now chosen this vessel to exist in. So that is where I can see here in the Starborn that just the greater mystery of life and what we really are is inspiring you to so much thought, is inspiring you to think so much further and down paths that are usually like taboo to a lot of people. And you're understanding that your brain on its own without like a soul, it's just that. It's almost like a machine, right? You need these emotions, you need this thought, you need this human element in order to create a human being, in order to create a life, and that there's so much more here that we don't understand quite yet. Next, we have the Ace of Cigarettes. So creative ventures, beginning new ones, and maybe not finishing them, okay? So all of my beautiful Sagittarius babies, I want you to know here in the Ace of Cigarettes, you're all about starting a bunch of projects. I don't know if you'll finish them though. We have the Three of Bottles. I see that you're more just trying to have fun. So starting books, and when you're kind of over it or when they don't interest you anymore, putting them away, starting a different type of like just fun projects. But when you feel uninspired, moving on to something different. Don't feel as though that's a bad thing, because a lot of us give too much time and energy and thought to projects and people who just really aren't giving us any love and happiness. So what's the point? If you've already had all the love and the happiness that that project or person was able to give, why stick around for any longer? You're actually doing it right, all my beautiful Sagittariuses. Then we have the Four of Knives. So in the Four of Knives, I do see that you're doubting yourself a little bit during 2021 because of that, but if you just change how you see moving from one project to the next as actually being more productive than sticking to something that doesn't serve you, that could change your mind. As I can see here in the 10 of Bottles, that you have happiness coming towards you emotionally. So this means, you know, a fulfillment in love. This could also be because of this birth, feeling like, oh, life is just so beautiful, life is just so full of love, and just overall not feeling like you miss anything emotionally, okay? Not feeling like you need extra attention, feeling like, no, I already have all the attention I could possibly want and seek for in my life. Then we have listening to opposing opinions. So you are open-minded. 2021 is going to open your eyes to other people's visions and opinions. And I see here that being trustful in your relationship just shows that you're unafraid of being cheated on. You're unafraid of people going behind your back. And that type of trust seeps through into your interactions, because the more trust that you show, the more real inner strength that you're displaying, because you don't feel the need to build up any walls. I see here in humbleness, and you being humble, that during 2021, you have this great air of success around you and this great air of, I don't feel the need to prove myself. And that's making you even more attractive. That's making you even more mysterious and intriguing to other people. So don't be surprised if more contacts are made during 2021 than during 2020, because people are really drawn to this magnetic, charismatic, and mysterious energy that you're putting out. So all my Sagittarius babies, this is your zodiac prediction. Do make sure that you check out your life path numbers prediction as well for an even more personalized look into 2021. So I'll catch you there. Hello, all my beautiful Capricorn babies, and welcome to your 2021 zodiac prediction. So I'll get straight into it. Well, all you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading. First and foremost, we have the page of emotions. So I definitely see some love flourishing here, all my Capricorn babies. I see here in the page of emotions that earthy energy is what really sparks joy and love within you. So you're connecting with your fellow earth signs and you love spending time with them during 2021 especially. I see here in the 10 of materials that you're able to bond with them over achievements professionally in your career, just overall material things, coming to this culmination where you feel like, yes, I have everything that I need. So the 10 of materials may really just be solidified by you being able to start a completely new financial chapter, like starting a new job, or for example, buying something really big like a house, a car, just a new material kind of thing that makes you feel like, yes, I have been successful in my earthly ventures. Next up, we have the Knight of Voices. So in the Knight of Voices, I can see here that just gives you a big boost of confidence. And 2021 allows you to expand your knowledge a lot because you're open. Your heart is open, as well as just the fact that you are not opposed to hearing other people's opinions, okay? So I do want you to know here in the page of emotions that really gives you that emotional intelligence that you need to open up to fellow earth signs, okay? This is actually more water sign energy. It is water sign energy, but just being emotionally kind of empathetic and compassionate allows you to love your sign and other signs that are material signs, just as the 10 of materials is a card that is of your same element, okay? So let's move a little further into your reading. We have the Page of Voices. So the Knight of Voices as well as the Page of Voices connects to air signs especially. It represents the element of air, and the element of air represents all things that have to do with communication as well as your mental process. I see here in the Page of Voices and the Knight of Voices that you are getting a lot of inspiration from younger people, from the younger generation, because you're trying to make sure that you never grow into that person who is just disconnected or seems like old, okay? Seems like they stopped growing as soon as they hit like 20, 30, however old you are watching this video. You want to stay on top of what is cool. You want to stay on top of all of the new innovative ideas coming to light. I see here in the Four of Emotions that it can feel as though you're the only one in your group or your clique doing so. I see here in the Four of Emotions that making friends is something that you're really wanting to do during 2021, making friends with people who are interested in the same thing that you are interested in, just because the people who you have in your life right now, they're cool and so on, but not all of them are as forward thinking. Not all of them are as interested in actually staying connected with the world and with how technology and innovation is really moving, how quickly it's going on. I see here in taking care for the earth that you're changing your habits, lifestyle habits. You're maybe indulging more in vegetarian and vegan meals because you know that that is the most effective way to care for the earth. You understand that livestock and just overall the dairy industry and so on, and that really makes the biggest difference in our climate change, and you want to take care of the earth and you want to kind of lead by example. Then we have, I give offerings that are genuine. You're not doing anything unless your heart is 100% in it. And that is where I see in the Page of Emotions that sometimes you can let your emotions just get in the way of doing things, even though you know maybe I should be diplomatic, but you're like, no, hell no. I don't want to give that person the feeling like they're right destroying this planet just because I have to be diplomatic about it. No, I'm going to call them out. Next up, we have creating harmony. So I do see here that because you are kind of just saying how you feel and what you think, you put a lot of effort into consciously making sure that you create harmony while still being truthful, while still being real when it comes to your opinion and when it comes to what you're going through emotionally, spiritually. You don't want to be fake, but at the same time, the goal is to get other people to understand and to see the light as well, not to alienate them. I see here in the vision that 2021 comes with a clear vision of where you're trying to go and what you're trying to accomplish. So you making a vision board at the, first days, or how should I say, at the end of 2020 or the first days of 2021 is what I meant, is very likely just putting together a little goal board of what you want to accomplish, and then looking back at the end of 2021 and thinking, wow, okay, I really went there. I really actually accomplished these things. I see here in Anima Mundi that what really helps you make the most progress during 2021 is the fact that you accept everything, you embrace everything, and you reject nothing. You reject no opinion, you reject just no idea. You're open to everything from other people, from yourself, and that is one thing that brings kind of old thinking to an end. That is one thing that I see here in the Bardo. It's something that allows you to connect with truth rather than tradition. You're leaving any type of traditional thinking behind. You don't want that type of stale energy around you. You're all about going with the times and also adjusting as you go and putting things to bed, putting things to rest that really probably should have been put to rest a long time ago, such as, thinking it's okay for women to not be able to vote, or thinking it's okay to discriminate somebody based on their romantic preferences or the color of their skin, their eyes, whatever it is that some people are still engaging in. You're moving far beyond that and taking as many people with you on the way as you possibly can. I see here in the vow that 2021 is just clearly your jam, all my beautiful Capricorns, and I see here in the vow that your commitment is something that really comes to show, whether it be in your relationships, whether it be in really walking the walk, not just talking it, and staying strong in your morals as well as your personal integrity. I see in the vow also that there may be kind of like a promise coming to an end. I see that in conjunction to the Four of Emotions as well as the Bardo. So for example, a marriage around you, a relationship around you that is crumbling, but I don't want you to worry so much about that. I want you to know that, not every relationship is meant to be here for a lifetime. Some relationships are meant for a period of time to be enjoyed and just really loved for that amount of time, and then we need to move on. That's not something negative, that's something beautiful, because one thing that is inevitable is change in this lifetime. So remind yourself of that. When you feel a little sad of old things coming to an end, that just means that there are new, fresh things that are able to blossom and come into your life and able to be even better than what you've known prior. So all my beautiful Capricorns, we are at the end of your zodiac prediction. Make sure that you receive your life path numbers prediction with the links in the description box, and I'll catch you over there. Hello, all my beautiful Aquarius babies of the world, and welcome to your zodiac prediction for 2021. So I'm going to get straight into your reading while all you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy your prediction. First and foremost, we have the mask. So all my beautiful Aquarius babies, I do see here that the truth is going to reveal itself and masks are going to be coming off. But at the same time, I do also see here in the mask that there is a lot of mystery around. So let's figure out exactly what is so mysterious in your life during 2021. I see here the village as well as the dead end. So I do see that one thing that is seemingly like invisible to you, that is difficult for you to decipher, is exactly who to trust and who is not so trustworthy. I see here in the village that there are some people around you who you really should actually have proved themselves before you truly trust them. As I can see here in the dead end, that some relationships, they've just reached their expiration date during 2021. Moving further into your reading, I see here in the Eternal Child that it is important for you to stay around people who keep you thinking, who keep you learning, and who allow you to continue growing, because there's one set of people I can see here in the village, and they kind of like just want to gossip. They want to talk about things that you have already discussed, okay? They want to continue to beat a dead horse. But I do see here in the Eternal Child, there's another group of people who are way more compatible with your innovative and forward-thinking Aquarius energy, and those are the ones that you can stick to, because those are the ones where you're not going to come and face this dead-end road. I see here in the flame that being around these eternal children, so people who are fun, people who never feel like there's anything too big to accomplish or conquer, I see here in the flame that will ignite a really great creative idea in you and keep you motivated, keep you learning, keep your brain making new connections every single day and not kind of like growing old way before your time or being stuck in your ways. I see here in the vision that you're coming up in 2021 with some really great visions and ideas for not only your life but also the world in general. And I can see here in conjunction to the mask that you're keeping it secret from people who literally just see difficulties in everything, because you understand like there's no point in even explaining to those types of people. Best to just keep your ideas with those who celebrate your ideas and those who actually have a valuable input. So let's move a little further into your reading. We have giving blessings. So I do want you to know here that your vision comes with action, and because of that action you have time and money to give blessings to others, okay? So time is of course invaluable, but so is financial help. So I see you helping out others and speaking positively of them, okay? Hyping up others when they are down. So all of my beautiful Aquarius babies, I see here that you are an invaluable part and almost like asset to some people who just need your energy around them to be pulled back up. I see here in Embracing the All that you embrace people who are having just as a successful 2020 as your I see that you're embracing people who are having just as much of a successful 2021. You're embracing those just as much as you're embracing people who are really just in a low, who are really just in a slump, okay? Some zodiac signs are going through some serious difficulties, but I see here that you're embracing everybody no matter their social status, no matter the difficulties that they're facing, and you're just always speaking positively of them. You're just always speaking in a way that they feel like is relatable. Next we have the Eight of Voices. So all of my Aquarius babies, I see here in the Eight of Voices that one thing that you struggle with a little bit is to remind yourself of what is real and what isn't. So daydreaming as well as actual dreams can sometimes be so close to reality yet so far removed. It's almost like you don't know what is real and when you're just in your own little world. So you may feel a little bit crazy at times during 2021, not gonna lie. But I do see here in the Ace of Emotions that just shows you even further how life is an illusion. Everything is not really what it seems. I mean, literally even just taking photos, different camera lenses make you look different ways, you know, looking at photos, they're very distorted. If you look at a photo of a tree and then you look at the actual tree, I mean, it's the same thing, but depending on where you see it from, it can be so distorted. It can be way smaller, seem way bigger. The same goes with even just taking a selfie. I mean, compare taking a selfie to looking in the mirror. It is like night and day. So that is where I see in the Eight of Voices that you're getting more acquainted with the illusions of life, and it's also kind of making you less hard on yourself, your accomplishments, and your looks. Next, we have the Muse of Inspiration. So I do see here in the Muse of Inspiration that you are the leader in 2021. You're the leader of a big project. You're the leader of this vision, the leader to success, and it is a new role that you're not used to. I see here in the Six of Materials that people are looking up to you to lead a big project, to lead it to success, and they like you being in the leadership position because you're not pushy, you're not expecting too much. While it is new for you to be this big of a boss, so think promotion, think being an entrepreneur, being your own boss, just overall leading people in a way that you've never led before. I can see here in these Six of Materials that you are able to be so successful because of just how charming that you are, and you can get the best out of people without kind of shunning them, without making them feel like they're stupid, without giving them that heart to heart that makes them feel like they did something wrong. I can definitely see here in speaking so positively of everybody that people want to be your friend because they feel like, yes, you will speak positively of them as well. And just the fact that you're here for others, it makes you almost that poster child that people want as a CEO, people want as a manager, people want as a mother figure, a father figure, a best friend, somebody who looks out for them. So you are in high demand emotionally, all of my Aquarius babies. So do make sure that you don't spread yourself too thin, and being assertive with who you spend time with is the best idea that you could have ever had during 2021 because your time is so precious and valuable. So all of my beautiful Aquarius babies, do move on to your life path number prediction. Each life path number is mentioned in the description box and pinned to the comment section. So I'll catch you in your life path number reading next. Hello, all my beautiful Pisces babies of the world, and welcome to your 2021 Zodiac prediction. So I will get straight into your reading. All you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, we have a few cards that clearly want to speak that popped right out of the pile. What do we have here? We have the Nine of Voices, the Hierophant, as well as the Empress. So all of my Pisces babies, I do want you to know here in the Empress, fertility, okay? So if you're not trying to have a baby anywhere around you, that is one thing that I would definitely advise you to be very careful with. As I can see here in the Nine of Voices, that any type of fears that you may have about maybe being pregnant, not being pregnant, having somebody around you bring another life into this world, I can see here that instead of letting that really get to your head and psych you out, just be safe, take necessary precautions. As I can see here in the Hierophant that you have so much going on for yourself spiritually during 2021, it would really be wasteful to use your headspace in just worrying about kind of another life, about fertility and so on. So I do want you to know here in the Empress that that is also a sign of you being very attractive, all my Pisces babies. And being very attractive does mean that you have a lot of people who are fighting over you. And I don't want to hear it in the comment section how you don't think you're attractive, all my Pisces babies. I have not had any other sign in the Zodiac for 2021 be as attractive as you clearly are in 2021. So this is your year. This is your glow up. This is you just slaying, snatching wigs, overall just being that person that people want to be with romantically, physically, as I can see here in the Hierophant, that because spiritually there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of alignment going on, that just makes you extra attractive, because not only are your looks where people like them to be, but your spiritual energy doesn't lie and it is attractive. Next we have embracing the all. I see that anything that you get hit with during 2021, you can deal with it, you can make the best of it. I see you being able to embrace the all no matter what, as well as speaking with good intent, never having a negative thing to say. So kind of like, if you don't have anything nice to say, just not saying anything at all. That is the philosophy that I see here for all my Pisces babies, but that's very in line with your zodiac sign anyways, so you're just living that. And I do see here you communicating with compassion, so being very gentle with other people's feelings and emotions, and you need that especially if there should be this pregnancy with you, with somebody very close to you. Gentle words, compassionate and careful words are necessary, as well as honoring virtue. So I do want you to know, all my Pisces babies, that your very kind, emotional, caring and compassionate demeanor is what makes you so attractive and what the world needs more of during 2021. So the signs are attracted to you because you are like their emotional crutch, because you are their safe haven. So do know, here in the Nine of Voices, that because you're in such high emotional demand, take time off, or else there may be a lot of nightmares, there may be a lot of anxiety that pops out for you, and it's not because you're actually directly afraid of a specific scenario happening. It's more because you are so worn out that this anxiety is starting to develop, you know, because you're so exhausted that has side effects that shows as anxiety, nightmares, and also insomnia. So try to avoid that. Next we have the Warrior. Now all of my beautiful Pisces babies, this is kind of like against your nature, but do know here in the Warrior that you're like a peaceful warrior. You're like a warrior who just wants love, peace, understanding, and acceptance to be radiated through this world. And I do want you to know here in the Warrior that you're trying to be more real and direct about your opinions, but still just so respectful and kind. Oh, all my Pisces, you're just always way too cute, soft, and nice, and it just shows within your readings. Next we have the Crone, as well as the Mirror. So a lot of self-reflection is one thing that I see, and a lot of questioning what is really important in life. So I do see here that in you questioning yourself, it is essential for you to not take it too far, all my Pisces babies, because otherwise you may start to nitpick yourself. But I do also see here in the Mirror as well as the Crone that the more you get to know yourself, the more success you're really having, and the more spiritual awakenings are just coming like right after one another. Okay, so in the Hierophant, people look up to you because they find you attractive, but what they then discover is just this very attentive, reflective being that has thought about how their actions affect others, that has considered other people's feelings and emotions, and is just so divinely wise and clairsentient, clairvoyant, clairaudient, and connected to source, connected to spirit. I see here in the Three of Bottles that you are like the star during social gatherings. You are the one that people want to be around. You are the one that people like to lean on, just like this bottle is leaning on the other here. And the third bottle almost looks like a little bit jealous that one bottle has like you, which is in the middle, leaning on them, and the other one is like, oh, like I wish like I had them closer to me. You get what I mean, all my Pisces babies. So that is again where you have to make sure that you don't get worn out, that you don't wear yourself too thin. I see here in the Two of Bottles, romantic love for you, my beautiful Pisces babies. Romantic love in the sense of you finding the one, okay, finding a soulmate, finding a twin flame. I see here in the Six of Cigarettes that just having this explosive chemistry, this very passionate love affair is what it starts off as, but then it moves into something deeper. It moves into a deeper spiritual connection for you and your partner, where you understand exactly what core values that you want to bring into this world in form of your family, okay? So in form of your own children, your own offspring, maybe animals that you want to foster, take care of with one another's, just the type of values that you want to live on past you and your partner, the impact that you want to have and leave in this lifetime. So very meaningful. That is what I see your relationship as during 2021. I definitely see romance for you. I definitely see finding the one as a big probability and possibility. Naturally, also because you are like the most attractive one during 2021 of the zodiac signs, but don't tell any of the other signs that that's what came out within your reading, all my beautiful Pisces babies. It's like our little secret from one water sign to another. So all of my beautiful Pisces babies, this is a reading that I received for you. I hope that you found it insightful. Do make sure that you go and check out your life path number prediction for 2021, and I'll catch you over there. Hello, life path number one, and welcome to your 2021 prediction. So I'm gonna get straight into it with my tarot deck. Let's figure out exactly what's coming for you. So first and foremost, we have the Ace of Cups. So life path number one, I can see here in the Ace of Cups that there are new emotional beginnings on the horizon. The Ace of Cups is often a signal of a new romantic relationship coming for you, or just otherwise manifesting fresh connections that you never expected to come into your life. So this could be a lover, a twin flame. This could also be a new best friend. Next up, we have the Seven of Wands. So in the Seven of Wands, I do see here life path number one, that there is going to be this one incredible idea that changes the entire 2021 for you. So this could be a business idea. This could be a creative venture. I see here in the Ace of Cups that that gives you kind of like a breath of fresh air, especially if you felt like you were very close to burning out. Know that the Seven of Wands just gives you that energy that you needed to pick yourself back up and to remind yourself like, hey, I'm only human, but at the same time, like, I'm going to slay this one idea and make it this big wow effect for 2021 for myself. Next, we have the Six of Wands. So I do see here in the Six of Wands that you're building something that is going to outlast 2021. I can see that this one idea that we spoke about in the Seven of Wands is going to outlive 2021 and is really just going to inspire you to do more, to do greater, to do bigger, and to believe in yourself. Life path number one, yes. Next, we have the Four of Swords. In the Four of Swords, all my life path number ones, I do see here that your third eye chakra is kind of like opening, unclogging more than ever during 2021. And I do want you to know here in the Four of Swords that a lot of reflection is most likely the result of the success that you see in your creative venture, in this idea that you had. So the more successful you get, really the quieter you become. So it's almost like, you know, what they say about wealth, that people who talk very loudly are usually not the ones who have a lot to share, or those who command all of the attention in the room are usually those who don't have as valuable information as the people who are more silent and listen more. So do know here that wealth whispers. So that is one thing that I can see in the Four of Swords. Next, we have South. So South is 100% confirming the fact that your life is going to be abundant, that you're going to have success in the earthly realms especially, and that you feel as though life is more manageable than ever before, especially financially. So as a life path number one, just channeling your action-taking skills, if you will, channeling the fact that you're unafraid to get things done compared to a lot of other life path numbers is really serving you during 2021. Next, we have the Stone People. So in these Stone People, I can see here that you have this kind of inner knowing of what to do next, this inner knowing of what comes next, life path number one. So this inner knowing comes from a place of having had some experiences in your lifetime that were difficult, that did cost you, in a sense, some peace, okay, some emotional stability, but now you're using all of those life lessons in order to move forward in a more smart way, and in a way how you can already see when something is a good opportunity, when a person is a good person, and when an opportunity or a human being is not really the best for you. I see here in the Ace of Cups that reading people is coming more naturally for you during 2021, and sizing other people up, understanding whether they're people who you should be mingling with or whether they're people who might end up hurting or betraying you. So do know here in the Ace of Cups that you're really just finding a place where reading people and kind of sizing up situations becomes a lot more easy for you. And next we have children. So life path number 1, I see here that children are entering your life in 2021 in some way, shape, or form. Don't feel like this has to be like your own babies, so to say, your own children. I want you to know in children that your purpose during 2021 involves helping, teaching, healing, and inspiring children, those younger than you. So being a great role model is something that you may not have seen yourself as up until this point, but I do see here that here during 2021, you're going to provide a lot of those younger than you and less mature than you with something to look up to. Next, we have Heart's Desires. So in Heart's Desires, I can see here that your angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So as some of these great business ideas or just ideas for personal projects start to develop, start to unfold, your angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as everything slowly becomes real. And this is a feeling that is very warm, almost like a little mushy, and where I want you to just follow your intuition and your heart even further down the forest, even further into the trail, into the woods of your heart's desires, because you can really just get lost in not only the fantasy, but creating a reality based on things that you've always really wanted to accomplish. Next, we have creative expression. So 2021 entails a lot of creative expression for you, my life path number 1s. I see here that you've been longing to express yourself creatively, and it is going to show with an outburst of creativity during 2021. I see that family is also important. So with children and family within your reading, if you have had a desire to have or start a family of your own, expand your family, do know that this is most likely going to happen during 2021. There are some very real indicators here, but overall, just family being not only important, but a focal point. I see that that is something that 2021 really just embraces, and it's almost like the essence of 2021 for you. Family, children, helping, teaching others, but also feeling like you really have a support system and you have people backing you up. You have people who you can count on. Next, we have the unexpected. So children, family, this is happening very unexpectedly, but again, don't freak out. Life path number 1, it could also be that somebody around you is having a child or just taking somebody's child in. Next, we have a receive healing. So I can tell here that 2021 is going to be full of you finally being on the receiving end of healing energy. So not feeling so much like you are just healing everybody else, but actually receiving a lot of healing. Receiving healing also corresponds to the number 1, which means that this is something that is going to be initiated, that is going to happen without you having to lift a finger, so to say. Next, we have control, as well as listening to your body. So take back your personal power, all of my life path number 1s. I see here in control in conjunction to listening to your body that it's very important for you to remember that to a certain degree you can control your health, but also to a certain degree you have to listen to your body. Not everybody's body is the same. While some people may not, for example, do very well when consuming grains because they're, for example, gluten intolerant, that doesn't mean that grains are the devil or bad for you, and vice versa. So really listen to your own body before you take somebody else's advice. The same goes for if you expect that you or somebody around you is pregnant, or that something might just be up in the child department. Talk to them about it. Ask them to listen to their body, especially if they feel like something is up or something is wrong, rather than just allowing others to control how you feel or just what's going on for you emotionally, okay? I see that control is really something that you are meant to take full responsibility of, rather than let family or any type of people around you who are younger than you to influence you with, okay? It's always good to have an open ear when other people have advice, but don't let that kind of be like the final word. So all of my life path number ones, this is the reading that I received for you. I truly hope that you enjoyed it and that you found this video insightful. Leave a little thumbs up down below, as well as a comment in the comment section letting me know what resonated the most with you, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my life path number twos, and welcome to your 2021 prediction. So let's figure out exactly what's coming towards your life path during 2021. First and foremost, we have the Daughter of Pentacles. So I see here a business venture that is kind of starting out on a fresh note, on a fresh foot. I see you trying something new in business financially that you feel like you have no experience in, but there is a lot of potential in this. So a new business idea that you've thought up and that you feel is really going to kind of change your life and the world. We have the Son of Wands next. So in the Son of Wands, I can see here that this business idea is coming from a place of divine inspiration. So you kind of waking up in the middle of the night and having dreamt this business idea. So make sure you write everything down that you dream of, life path number two, and just overall feeling very excited whenever you think of this creative business venture that you want to engage in. Next, we have the Four of Wands. So in the Four of Wands, I definitely see you dedicating a lot of time to delayed gratification. So you're trying to really build a pipeline that can automatically make your life easier rather than haul buckets. Just think about it. Building a pipeline of, for example, financial freedom right to your bank account, rather than hauling buckets and having to go every time to redo work. So kind of like an automated way of gaining financial freedom as well as more time. So being more productive as well, being more effective, making sure that you have lists and plans and itineraries, everything like that in check and in order, because you did not come to play. Life path number two, I see a lot of advancement for you when it comes to your career. Next, we have the Seven of Wands. Now in the Seven of Wands, I can definitely see here that there's like this one idea that really strikes you that you know is just like the idea that's going to make everything flow so much more easily for you, financially as well as spiritually. It could be, for example, joining the 5 a.m. club, waking up early every morning, because you know that will give you more time to manifest, to do yoga, to meditate, but also write your to-do lists and actually get started on them and start the day already feeling really accomplished and motivated. Next, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So all of my life path number twos, I want you to know here in the Wheel of Fortune that it's not really about the big things that happen during 2021 for you. It's about just like the small lifestyle changes that you make, and then they build up. It's like the snowball effect. So definitely make sure that you're not underestimating how little changes that you're making can really turn 2021 into a fabulous year for you. Next, we have the Mother of Swords. So in the Mother of Swords, I see this emotional intelligence and maturity that's radiating from you, life path number two, that is very rare during 2021, just in general, okay? Because in a lot of the zodiac predictions, as well as life path number predictions, this type of maturity is not found, okay, is missing. So I do see here in the Mother of Swords that you're not sweating the small stuff. You're not allowing any type of media to influence your regular, just a common human sense, okay? Common sense, that's the most important thing to you. And I can see here in the Mother of Swords that exercising that really puts you in a place of authority socially and economically. I see here in travel that, again, using this common sense is something that allows you to travel, is something that allows you to go places that you need to go when it comes to your business, when it comes to your job, when it comes to creating your financial independence. I see here in environmentalists that you're truly like an earth angel during 2021. I see that you are here to protect, nurture, as well as teach others more about the nature and animals, all of my life path number 2s. So while on one hand, you're definitely hustling, you're definitely creating a life that you're proud of, especially financially, I do see here that on the other hand, you're also concerned with the nature, you're also concerned with the environment, and you want to share as much information as you possibly can with others, as well as live a more minimal lifestyle, or how should I say, just use what you need and not indulge in overconsumption that everybody seems to be doing these days. I see here in the journey that you have a very strong depiction of who you are 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And I can see in conjunction to the rest of your reading, especially in environmentalists, that you're moving just towards more sustainability, as well as seeing more ways to make this world a more sustainable place. So your business idea really will come with a sustainable, like cutting edge technology. Next we have prayer. So in prayer, I can see here hope being a big thing for you for 2021. I see that hope is really what keeps you going, especially when the going gets tough, and especially as you are still in those beginning phases of your new business idea. I see here in water that creative expression can really help you kind of like balance out any type of anxiety that you're suffering from, as well as any type of emotional instability. The West shows me that you have to kind of like purge, let go of certain emotions, and you have to do so frequently during 2021. I see that purging can happen in different forms. It could be, for example, in certain rituals, it could be through saging, it could be through using crystals. The rose quartz is a fabulous crystal that I would recommend that you use for purging, but also the clear quartz is another great candidate. I want you to also know here that having 2 owls within your reading, that is an animal that you're supposed to look out for during 2021. So feel free to write that down, to take note of that life path number 2, so you don't forget and you take note of these synchronicities and allow them to lead you in the right direction. Next, we have answers within. So I can see here that during 2021, a lot of the answers to your questions you already have within. Asking bystanders is maybe going to give you emotional reassurance, is maybe going to make you feel more secure in the decisions that you're making, but I can see here that you're well prepared. You have educated yourself, you have done research, you know what you're doing, and the real answers, the answers that you should really act upon are the answers that are within. I see here in ruminate that just spending time, just taking time to do brain dumps regularly. So writing all of your ideas down in a journal. If possible, do this every day. I try to do this every single day. Things that you have to do, ideas that you have for the future that aren't necessarily just tasks on your to-do list for that particular day. Write that all down and allow that to just give you more clarity and space in your head to ruminate, to use your imagination, and to be creative, rather than having your headspace cluttered with a huge to-do list that in the end is just causing you major anxiety. So use that to find balance. Life path number 2, as balance is often like a very tricky part for you when it comes to life. So life path number 2, this is a reading that I received for you. I truly hope that you enjoyed this ultimate 2021 prediction. Make sure that you thumbs up this video, as well as leave a comment down below of what resonated with you. I'm looking forward to what you're going to be able to accomplish during 2021. As I can see, it will be a big change, but a positive one. Take care, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello Hello, life path number 3, and welcome to your ultimate 2021 prediction. So let's figure out exactly what's coming towards your life path number. We have heart's desires. So all of my life path number 3s, I do want you to know that your angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you during 2021 to follow your heart, to follow your dreams, and to make those dreams become a reality. No more dreaming, no more wishing and hoping, but actually doing. I see here in justice that your career brings not only fairness and protection to others who need your help, but I do see here that the same is happening for you in conjunction to heart's desire. So all of the value that you're putting out into this world through your career, all of the just effort that you're putting into your professional life. I see here that justice is going to be served and there is going to be this balance that's created. So the more you give out, the more you receive. But the same goes with falling into a place where maybe you're not so motivated. If you don't put in that love, motivation, and care in your job, then of course the rewards, the benefits that you will be able to reap are going to be very small. I see here in creative expression that to balance yourself out, life path number 3, you have to express yourself creatively and do so very regularly. This could be through painting, singing, writing songs, whatever makes you feel free. That is one thing that I see here in freedom. I see that 2021 is going to come with more freedom than you ever expected, life path number 3. And I see that that freedom gives you this great sense of, wow, okay, I can do whatever I want really, and I don't need to worry about what others will say, what others will think. Let me try something really crazy. So I do see here in creative expression that while writing, creating, painting, whatever it is that you love to do, you're going to be less afraid to create something that is like ugly, and you're more just going to like go for it and see what happens, which is going to leave 2021 with real masterpieces of you when it comes to creating, if you know what I mean. Next, we have listening to your body. So all of my life path number 3s, I want you to listen intently to your body. This card often shows up when you have to take action. So this could be from something as little as, for example, a rash because you're actually allergic to something but you never got it checked or you weren't listening to your body. It could be something small like that to more severe things that are hiding behind little symptoms, okay? Little symptoms such as feeling nauseous, such as feeling like you have a headache. I can see here in flow that it's important for you to listen to your body and integrate those feelings in your flow. Integrate the fact that maybe you just don't feel so good when you eat certain foods or engage in certain activities. It doesn't make your body feel good. So instead, go with the flow that your body shows you is like the easiest for it to cope with. Even if that means that you, for example, create and work at night. If you're a night owl, then that's just how it is. Life path number 3. I can see here in positive-minded people that you're being called to only keep those around who encourage you to be yourself rather than those who want you to constrict who you are, who want you to like go against your flow. There's no point in swimming against the current that is your current just in order to like please somebody else, okay? If you feel like you're swimming against the current, you're in the wrong river, you're in the wrong job, the wrong relationship. If you feel like everything is an uphill battle, feeling like you're really in a flow state is where you're meant to be. So make that choice. That is one thing that is really important as a life path number 3 for you, to make those big decisions, to make those big choices in your favor that are going with the flow for you, that are going with the current that you feel comfortable in. Next, we have awareness within. So you may ask yourself, well, how do I know? Life path number 3, this is the answer. Your answers and your awareness within is what is going to guide you. Don't second guess your gut feeling, whether it's about somebody in a romantic relationship or a job, a type of like education that you wanted to pursue. Don't second guess, just know that there's a reason why you feel like it's an uphill battle and you feel like it's just a struggle for you to study something specific or be with this person, and it's most likely just not meant to be. Next, we have the medicine shield. I see that you're meant to protect yourself because working against your personal flow for too long is going to harm you physically, okay? It may result in physical ailments from, like I said, something small like a skin condition to bigger things that we don't even want to speak into existence within this reading. Next, we have the lower world. Now, the lower world is communicating that it's important for you to consider your past and to not be so hard on yourself, especially if you've had a rocky past, be it in the relationship that you have with your own body, your own appearance, or with other people, okay? Use it as a way to learn moving forward and indications of red flags rather than beating yourself up because you've made mistakes. There's no point in doing so. I see here in insects that you are supported. So if you see a lot of insects around you at times, do know that that is like a synchronicity. It is a symbol for support that's coming from the nature, that's coming from your spirit guides. And instead of kind of like being annoyed about bugs and insects, just try and have a little bit of gratitude and appreciation and gently guide them out of your room if that's where they're located, or out of your house. Next, we have the trickster. So in the trickster, I can definitely see here that the universe is just protecting you. That's just like the main vibe. You are being protected. However, that doesn't mean that the trickster is unable to fool you. That doesn't mean that you can't run into a difficult emotional situation with this con man. Now, it is important for you to make that choice to follow your gut feeling, to listen to your body. Justice will be served, okay? So if you end up being with somebody who hurts you, who kind of like takes advantage of you financially or emotionally, this trickster person, that does not mean that justice won't be served. That does not mean that karma isn't going to happen, but why even let it get that far, right? Why even put yourself in the situation where you have to let karma do its thing when you could have just saved yourself the agony, the pain, the turmoil? Next, we have the Six of Cups. And now in the Six of Cups, I can see here that emotions and relationships run deep. I see that you're really just strengthening your bonds with your family, your loved ones, and it's really just kind of like the tip of the iceberg that you're gonna see during 2021. So don't let that discourage you from doing good. As I can see here in the Five of Cups, that sometimes you feel like you're just building so much, you're putting so much effort into your relationships, but maybe it's just not being reciprocated the way you would want it to be reciprocated. Do know here in the Five of Cups that losing hope or feeling sad about that is really like of no use, not to you, not to anybody who you are in any type of emotional relationship with. The best thing that you can do for yourself and your relationships is to focus on the fact that they are so much more than what meets the eye, and that a lot of people just also don't talk a lot, don't reciprocate in the same love language that you maybe need. I see here as kind of like a closing piece of guidance and information about what your next year entails, what 2021 heralds for you. I see here in the star just so much hope, so much bounty, so many parts of you that really do see the good in humanity as well as the good in where life is taking you. I see here in the star that it is so much more easy for you to see the glass as half full and to make the best of every single situation. And situations that made you feel down, the star symbolizes that there is now hope on the horizon. There is now a big part of you that actually does believe that you can achieve success, that you can be in that romantic relationship that you've always dreamt of. I see here in the star that a lot of synchronicities in your life that are being kind of like shown during 2021 give you that hope that you need to push through till you actually get to that finish line. So you're not stopping immediately before the finish line anymore. You're actually making it all the way to the end because you're not losing motivation and you're going with your own personal flow rather than trying to go against the stream, go against the current. So all of my beautiful life path number 3s, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope that you liked this type of format of video. Let me know down below in the comment section what hit home for you, and don't forget to give this video a big old thumbs up if you made it to the end, and I'll catch you in another one of my readings. Hello, life path number 4, and welcome to your 2021 prediction. So I'm gonna get straight into it with my tarot deck so we can figure out more details that are highly personalized for you for your 2021 reading. So we have the Sun of Pentacles as well as the Five of Pentacles. So one thing that I can see here is you having to push through 2021 being very strong-headed, okay? So being stubborn at times is actually going to serve you, and let me tell you how being stubborn is going to serve you, life path number 4. So as a life path number 4, you can sometimes kind of like give up right before the finish line and then think to yourself, oh, if only I would have stuck with that gut feeling, with my intuition. So I do see here in the Five of Pentacles that there is going to be this one incident that makes you change your mind and makes you remind yourself like, hey, if I really want to win, if I really want to get to the finish line, I have to be persistent and not take no for an answer, especially when it comes to business endeavors. I have to remain stubborn until I hit the success that I desire. Next, we have the Moon. So the Moon stands for that intuition that we literally just brought up. And I do want you to know here in the Moon that you will intuitively know when the situation arises in which you have to remain stubborn in order to not let a simple no get in the way of your success. I see here in Strength that your strength really comes from a place of very silent, quiet inner strength. You're not needing to get aggressive or to get rude in order to get what you want during 2021. I see here in Strength that your strength is coming from this inner courage, from this place where even if you have a lot of power or financial means, you still have a gentle, compassionate, and empathetic heart, and you would rather have people and money flow to you because they want to rather than because they feel like they need to. So leadership qualities are really your thing during 2021. Next, we have barriers. Now, all of my life path number 4s, I see you breaking through barriers, accomplishing new heights that you didn't think possible because of this persistence, right? Because of this hard head of yours that you're sporting during 2021. So if anybody calls you stubborn in 2021, say thank you. I see here in Modify that you have to modify your reality a little bit in order to accomplish the success that you desire. So also modify whether you see certain words as a negative or a positive thing. For you during 2021, being stubborn, being persistent, that is a positive thing. Never take it as a negative. I see here in Learning that you're starting to understand that in some situations, just being very persistent is beyond worth it. And often, in many business ventures, those who remained persistent were the ones who were able to actually get to the finish line, to actually rake in those millions and billions and create a real difference in the world. I see here in Flow that going with the flow is something that you should try to consider when modifying. So going with your own personal flow as a life path number 1, you like security, you like stability. So why not go with that flow rather than put yourself in situations that intuitively feel wrong? I see here in the Moon that saying yes to people, whether it be for going out, for business ventures, even though you feel like it's not right, I see here in Flow that that is really going to just end up in disaster. So just follow your gut feeling right from the beginning. Don't say yes if you really actually want to say no and you know you're going to regret it later and not want to go out or partake in their activity. Next, we have meditation. So all of my life path number 4s, I see that meditation is going to serve you so much during 2021. I see that if you're not already meditating, you should. I see that you will have these kind of like almost spiritual awakenings that are going to change the way that you see the world. In conjunction to the environmentalist here, I see that this is going to bring out your earth angel qualities. So how you're able to protect and nurture the world, how you're able to teach others about nature as well as animals. I see here in conjunction to justice that when it comes to meditating to your spiritual awakening, I see in justice that it'll make you a lot more of a fair person, a lot more of somebody who doesn't judge others, but instead takes like people who are difficult to deal with. You see them as your biggest teachers rather than your biggest enemies. I see in options we have this scale again, okay, just like in justice. So this balance that you're trying to find, I see that you are really kind of like considering how you see people, how you perceive situations, and whether you can turn the narrative into something that allows you to learn no matter how difficult the situation. So if somebody is being rude to you, rather than just thinking to yourself, wow, this person is really like a rude jerk, you're thinking to yourself, what can I learn of this? Like, why am I being so triggered? And this person is clearly a teacher of mine because they're able to trigger me. So I can learn how to not be triggered. Whereas somebody who I get on with harmoniously, seamlessly, will not be able to teach me such valuable lessons. Next, we have career change as well as author. Okay, so life path number 4, it is very clear here that a career change is coming for you. In author, some may say, okay, it's very clear. You're going to move into writing, into kind of like expressing something, like a book that's inside you. So it doesn't have to be necessarily writing a book. It could also be writing a song, for example. So I do want you to know here in author, it's like you have a book, you have like a lifetime worth of experiences that need to be expressed. And I see here that you're being called to make time to write it. Now, whether that is exactly what this career change is about, that is a little unclear, as I do see here in your career change in conjunction to your options that you have a lot of different options when it comes to how you want to move forward. So your career change comes very naturally as you're kind of weighing the options, and it is a balancing act. We have a scale show up here in your options as well as in justice up here. I hope you can see that. So all of my life path number 4s, it's really about what you want to accomplish, whether you want to accomplish more financial freedom, more creative expression. So your career change is up to whatever feels intuitively right for you. But just as we had the moon within your reading, make sure that you go with what feels right at the time, not what you feel like you're supposed to be doing. So life path number 4, we're at the end of your reading. I hope that you enjoyed this in-depth, really personal 2021 prediction. Leave a little comment down below if you did, as well as make sure that you give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you appreciate all the hard work that I put into this video. I'm sending you so much love, life path number 4, and I'll catch you in another reading. Hello, life path number 5, and welcome to your 2021 prediction. So let's get straight into it so we can figure out what is coming for your life path in particular, because this is a highly personalized 2021 prediction. So let's see. We have the builder first and foremost. In the builder, one thing that I can see here is that you are really going to create something big during 2021. Your innate ability to build and create things brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So I definitely see that you will be looking back on 2021 and think to yourself, wow, I really accomplished a lot during this year. I really built something that's going to last. Let's figure out exactly what that's going to be. All my life path number 5s. We have letting go as well as flowers. So I can see here in letting go that you're going to walk away from your original plans of what you wanted to build. So just think about, for example, having having a drawing of what a house or your career path is going to look like, but you're abandoning that drawing and you're moving into something completely different. I see that that is where the building comes to play, as you're going to understand that just because a plan has been put to paper or a plan has been envisioned doesn't always mean that it's the right thing to, in the end, move on to build. I see here in flowers that just overall having a lot of floral energy around you is going to bring you blessings, and it's going to allow you to feel a lot more calm. So because letting go of an initial plan for 2021 is going to be a little nerve-wracking, a little anxiety inducing on my life path number 5s, surround yourself with beautiful flowers as well as the nature to help you calm your nerves. Next we have modify. So my life path number 5s, this just moves a little further into the fact that your building plans are going to change, they're going to be modified. So do see this as a sign that your initial plans for 2021, they just need a little bit of modification to suit you, to suit that goal of yours, because we don't always have the best path in mind. We just have the path that is obvious in mind, but sometimes the universe has bigger, better plans for us. I see here in seeking seclusion that it's important for you to spend enough time by yourself, to spend enough time where you're just allowing for your ideas to radiate throughout your brain. All my life path number 5s, as too many people telling you what to do, giving you their input is not helpful whatsoever. I see in control that some people are going to try to control you and what it is that you're creating or building for yourself, and that's where you have to really just seek seclusion, seek alone time, and put up some walls, put up some barriers so that you don't end up fulfilling somebody else's dream for you rather than your own dream for yourself. I see here in sincere relationships that there are some people who you can truly count on, and it's going to show who those people are when you reveal your modified plans to them, and when you reveal that you have let go of your initial and original plan of where your life was going to go. So maybe you had an initial plan for what you were going to study, what business you were going to get in, or maybe even when you were going to have children or get married. And the people who have that sincere relationship with you, who truly want you to win, they're still going to stand by you and they're still going to encourage you lovingly. Next, we have learning as well as kindness. So I can definitely see here that you're going to come to find who the most sincere people are in your life, which is also a little bit scary, because the more you learn the truth, the more you're also going to learn of people who were never your true friends and family to begin with. Yes, I know blood is thicker than water, but sometimes blood does sure seem hella thin, doesn't it? Next, we have kindness. So nevertheless, walk towards kindness. Always treat everybody like you are the bigger person, because you are a life path number 5. I know that you can have a little bit of a more explosive demeanor than the other life path numbers, but don't let people kind of push you out of your true character, which is filled with kindness and filled with you still giving. Do know that even when people show their true colors and those colors aren't exactly beautiful, they're more on the bleak side, it is important for you to continue to be kind to them and to just show them that you're not going to stoop to their level. I see here in the medicine bag that there is a lot of jealousy going around during 2021 because your initial plan was already great for your life. But the fact that you're modifying and going down something that is working even more seamlessly for you, I want you to know here in the medicine bag that a lot of people may try to take that happiness from you. A lot of people may be very jealous, and they will kind of show that they're false friends during 2021. That's when you have to weed them out. As I can see here in the medicine wheel, that you're going to have to make very big and strong decisions on who you're going to continue onwards with and who you really just need to get rid of. I want you to know in the medicine wheel that it's important for you to only let people into like your close inner circle and even your extended inner circle who serve you, either in bringing you happiness, bringing you support, bringing you love, or bringing you money. Because if they're not doing either one of those things, really, what's the point in having them around? Next, we have the vision quest. So in the vision quest, I can see here that it will feel like you are being just blindly led through 2021. So don't freak out. Don't feel like you have to control every situation, as we do have control being a little bit of an issue for you, all of my life path number 5s. But I do want you to know that it's highly important to just stay cool during 2021, even if you feel like you don't know where you're going, because at the end of the day, you are being led to wealth. That is one thing that I see here in the offerings, okay? Modifying your building plan, trying different attempts, and just overall letting go of initial ways how you thought you would accumulate wealth, how you thought you would accumulate freedom. That is really like your ticket to success, not being rigid, not being stubborn in your ideas and the execution of the ideas that you have for your life. Next, we have the cave, and the cave is telling you again to retreat, just like in Seek Seclusion. Let's see exactly why. Because that is where you are the most creative. That is one thing that I see in air. Air represents creativity. The fact that we had air show up as an answer to the cave just shows why you have to seek seclusion. It is because your greatest ideas are able to form and blossom when you're by yourself and nobody is intervening. So make enough time for that, all of my life path number 5s. We are sadly at the end of your 2021 prediction. I hope that you really enjoyed this style of video. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, as well as let me know down below in the comment section what hit home for you. I'm sending you so much love, life path number 5, and I'll catch you in another one of my readings. Hello, life path number 6, and let's get straight into your 2021 prediction. So I will be starting off with my tarot deck. Let's see what 2021 has in stock for you. We have the Son of Wands, we have the Seven of Wands, as well as the Seven of Swords. So we have these 7 already show up twice within your reading right at the start. So all of my life path number 6s, definitely look out for the number 7 throughout 2021 as a symbol, as a synchronicity for you. Now, what does this 7 mean? I can see here in the number 7 that it is kind of you always being very close to this breakthrough. So it is important for you to not give up before the finish line. I see here in the Son of Wands that you can be a little bit impatient during 2021, and that may be because often in the past you felt as though you've held on to situations for too long, but I see here that that can make you feel inclined to let go of hope too quickly, or let go of potential success in business ventures and in relationships too soon, because you don't want to hang on for too long. So you're going like towards the other extreme, if you know what I mean. I can see here in oracle cards that consulting in tarot and oracle cards can really help give you more answers, as well as buy time for you to get to that finish line before you get impatient and bored with the situation, or you feel like you're not seeing results, especially in your relationships. If you want love, if you want somebody to show you that they truly care and you feel like it's taking a little too long, allow yourself to accept guidance and to take guidance from oracle cards as well as tarot cards. Next, we have body work. So I see that during 2021, you may go through some type of body modification. So this could be a type of surgery, it could be a tattoo, it could be a piercing, just overall more of a physical change. Think of exercise, for example, energy healing, and I do see here in body work that it's going to be a big part of 2021. When you look back, you're going to think to yourself, that was really like one of those pivotal points where 2021 completely changed in how it felt to you. I see here in environmentalist that the environment is becoming increasingly important to you, as well as informing your friends and family of how they can be more environmentally conscious. I see here that you are truly embracing your earth angel energy during 2021, all of my life path number 6s, and you want everybody else to join in. I see in options that there are different career possibilities that are here for you during 2021, and it can be hard to choose, but let's see what you are supposed to to go with in your career when it comes to your options. And now we have talking to your angels. So instead of worrying about whether you're making the right choice or not, talking to your angels, asking for divine guidance. And I see here in children, okay, so that childlike sense of wonderment that children have when they get excited about the little things, that is an indication as to whether your career path should continue on the route that it's on, or whether like a option, a change, and going with just like a different opportunity would be better for you. So when it comes to your career, definitely ask your guides. Can kind of like ask Oracle as well as tarot cards when it comes to talking to your angels, as well as receiving divine guidance. And also look to those younger than you. Look to children, even to animals who you can see just live life according to what they truly like, to what they truly need, rather than society's standards. So look at very undiluted souls in this world to give you guidance on what path to continue down. Next, we have the Seven of Cups. So in the Seven of Cups, I can definitely see that you may be just like that person who swims against the current, who swims against the crowd, who doesn't blend in during 2021. So don't be afraid to stand out. Don't be afraid to do things differently. I see in the Daughter of Pentacles that this especially has to do with your professional life, whether it be, for example, quitting your studies or studying something different, changing jobs like we spoke about in options, and you having a lot of different options, and just seeing and coming to this point of clarity where you understand that maybe there are better options out there for you, and actually taking a chance, actually allowing yourself to take one of those options. So we have two cards that clearly want to speak, which is learning as well as control. So I can see here in control that some people are maybe going to try to control you, and in conjunction to the rest of your reading, I definitely see that society's pressures as well as family could be just that point where you feel like they're trying to hold you back, not because they don't want you to be happy, but just because they are concerned and worry for you. And you understand that, but I see here in learning that you have to learn how to communicate and teach those closest to you that you doing your own thing, you following your own divine guidance, as well as talking to your angels, that is something that is helping you. That is something that is therapeutic. It is not something bad. Quite the contrary, you find a lot of support in your spiritual practices, but other people usually don't understand until you explain and until you enlighten them. So take the time out of your day to do so. All of my life path number 6s. I see here in barriers that there are a lot of barriers up, there are guards up when it comes to you swimming against the current and going against the mainstream crowd, which is where it's important for you to enlighten those closest to you so they can continue to be that support system. So enlighten your friends, your family, any type of lover that you're with of your future plans, so that they don't feel concerned about you or feel like they have to kind of get in between those plans to protect you. I see here in sincere relationships that 2021 is going to prove to be a year, excuse me, all my life path number 6s. 2021 is going to be a year that proves to be full of sincere relationships, of real soulmates and twin flames. And I can see here in give back, which corresponds to the number 6, that it's going to be full of relationships that are full of reciprocity, where you're finally getting love and attention back, where you finally feel like all the relationships in your life are sincere. They're either twin flames who you're friends with, who you're in a situationship with where they're like closer than family, okay? Friends that are closer than family, or then that actual twin flame, that romantic partner that is sincerely here for you, that sincerely loves you, all my life path number 6s. So this is really great news for your relationship side. Life path number 6, we are at the end of your reading. I truly hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this approach to a very personalized type of reading, and also give this video a thumbs up. I'm sending you so much love, life path number 6, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my lovely life path number 7s, and welcome to your 2021 prediction. So let's get straight into it so we can figure out what's coming towards you during 2021. So first and foremost, we have the 9 of Cups. So all of my life path number 7s, the 9 of Cups is a highly favorable card when it comes to your relationship. So you feeling fulfilled and feeling like all around things could not be better. Let's move further into your reading. We have the 5 of Wands. So all of my life path number 7s, of course, it would be boring if everything was just picture perfect, wouldn't it? So in the 5 of Wands, I definitely see here that there is some competition during 2021. There is a bit of a challenge. There is a little bit of a situation where you feel as though, okay, you have to stand out from the crowd. You have to make yourself that one person who has that extra edge. Let's see in what part of your life that is going to be. We have the 8 of Cups as well as the Mother of Cups. So I definitely see here that this has to do with your relationships, feeling maybe a little bit like you have this competitive edge with, you know, a family member, a sibling, or even with your lover, wanting to make sure that you always stay on top of keeping them interested, of keeping the flame alive, of keeping the spark alive. So I do see here in the 8 of Cups that during 2021, you can sometimes pressure yourself a little too much to be quote unquote interesting or intriguing, or to keep relationships flourishing. Keep in mind, all of my life path number 7s, as a natural introvert, which you are, it can be very draining to be on and always socially very present and out there. So don't try to be something that you're not. I see here in the Mother of Cups that people will appreciate you just as you are. There is no point in trying to be overly attentive or overly bubbly or overly pleasing other people. Try to just be yourself. That will leave you with just pure happiness, rather than this kind of like internal battle and struggle of not wanting to be rude, of trying to please everybody. Just being yourself is enough. Next, we have the Tower. So I see the playing field being leveled. I see like a big change coming. I see things falling apart in a certain area. And I see here in the 2 of Cups that this is romantically speaking. So if you are in a situationship right now and it isn't serving you, you can see that the end is inevitably coming towards you, my life path number 7s. I want you to know that things, yes, okay, there is going to be a breakup around you, but because the whole vibe is feeling very happy, feeling very fulfilled for 2021, as we spoke about in the 9 of Cups, I see that you either already felt this coming, or you're going to find somebody a lot better, where you think to yourself, what was I thinking with this person who didn't treat me the way I deserve to be treated? Or third variant, it is somebody close to you whose relationship is going to fall apart, whose marriage is going to break apart. Let's figure out more details. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So in the Wheel of Fortune, I can definitely see here that this is kind of like a bigger thing. This is most likely happening within your life, but I do see in the Daughter of Wands that this is a fire sign that's going to be affected. A relationship that has a fire sign such as a Leo, an Aries, a Sagittarius, that's going to be going through this difficult time romantically, but it's not going to affect you in a negative way whatsoever. So you're either a bystander to this fire sign, helping them get through it, or you are this fire sign or with this fire sign, and you're going to be able to rebuild romantically and actually then end up with a twin flame, with a soulmate that truly fulfills you. I see in the Daughter of Wands as well as the Son of Wands that this relationship was just filled with a lot of immaturity, a lot of this person just not understanding really your needs as well as your value, and that's why it fell apart. I see here in the Hierophant also allowing other people to speak on the relationship too much, allowing other people's opinions into the relationship is ultimately what is going to break this relationship during 2021 and kind of have it fall apart. So having other people have too much of a say in the relationship and not focusing enough on your partner. Next we have music. So I see here in music that connection to music is super healing, and not only for yourself but also for others, especially if you're a musician. 2021 is a great year for you. Also, oracle cards are able to help you discern answers and receive guidance for yourself and others. So if others are asking a question, if others need help, pull a card for them or direct them to my channel, to somebody else's channel who works with oracle and tarot cards and you feel can really help them. Next we have energy healing. So I can see here that you, all of my life path number 7s, you have very natural energy healing abilities, and that is an important part of your purpose during 2021, and that is what is helping you out of any difficult situation that you're either in romantically or you're witnessing. So do know here in energy healing that Reiki healing is also going to help you out of any difficult blockage that you may be experiencing. But I see here in the healer that you are healing a lot of other people. I see that any relationship that comes to an end that is a relationship that you are directly affected by, you can heal yourself, you can heal others, and this is a valuable gift that is on fire during 2021 for you, that you're being called to share with others, that you're being called to kind of like allow others to benefit from, and also yourself. You know, taking your own advice is the most helpful during 2021. Next we have East. So I see here in East that things are kind of like moving into a very interesting space when it comes to your healing abilities. So you may feel the need to get into tarot and oracle cards yourself and then discover how you're actually a more divine healer than you ever expected. You could also get into, for example, foraging and see how much plants and herbs have healing abilities that you feel like you should have tapped into long before 2021. And I see here in offerings that there is a lot of wealth to be accumulated and made during 2021. All my beautiful life path number 7s. Let's see how. We have the shapeshifter, we have the flute, as well as the drum. So how are you going to amass this wealth, all of my life path number 7s? I see here in the shapeshifter, first and foremost, by changing your perception of wealth and how to accumulate it, by not feeling as though wealth is something really tough, difficult, or hard to come by completely changing that narrative. I'm sorry that my setup is a little bit overly lit. Okay, there we go. So I do see here in the flute that the way you express your concerns as well as your feelings about wealth, about money, is going to be able to bring more wealth into your life, as long as you make sure that you awaken that positivity around money, that positivity around your financial means. So never speaking of it as something that is bad, as something that is difficult to accumulate or acquire, but rather just using encouraging words for your finances backed up by real action. I see that that is going to allow you to leave 2021 a lot more wealthy than you entered it. So all of my beautiful life path number 7s, we are at the end of your reading. I truly hope that you loved this very personal approach. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, as well as let me know down below in the comment section, and I will be sure to catch you in another video. Hello all my beautiful life path number 8s, and welcome to your 2021 prediction. So let's get straight into it to figure out what's coming towards your life path in 2021. So we have the Sun. The Sun is honestly one of the most favorable cards in the tarot. It is just this card that shows happiness, joy, basking in light, sunshine, having a good time overall. So this is already a great sign for all of my life path number 8s out there. Next we have the 10 of Cups. Again, one of the best cards of the tarot. Honestly, this is crazy life path number 8. This just shows that 2021 is really going to be your year. This is beyond favorable. This shows that your relationships are going to be fulfilling. Love is something that is here during 2021, and just overall you feel nurtured. You feel like life couldn't get any better. Next, we have the Father of Cups. In the Father of Cups, I see that emotionally, you're in a place where you can make decisions coming from a very mature standpoint, coming from being the bigger person, because life is so fulfilled. Life is so amazing for you, as we spoke about in the Sun, as well as the Ten of Cups. So you never feel the need to be petty, to kind of like get back at anybody. Not at all. You're way too mature for that. I see here in the Emperor that you're really just stepping into your leadership role and abilities. You're planning out what is to come next in your life, and like honestly, you're just winning. Life path number 8, I have seldom seen such a favorable reading, and I want you to know that this is a great way to kind of foreshadow 2021 for you. The Emperor is not only the planner, the Emperor is also able to reach those next heights financially in their career. Next, we have the Two of Swords. So the only kind of like difficult aspect that I see so far within your reading is your indecisiveness. So as a life path number 8, life is already more abundant for you than for other life path numbers. So I do see here that with a lot of great options, it can be hard for you to choose. And when you spend too much time hemming and hawing, you may miss out on certain opportunities. So try to not let that happen. Next, we have the Daughter of Wands as well as the Tower. So I can see here that it's best for you to just move very quickly rather than allow things to fall apart, as we have here in the Tower. The Daughter of Wands is highly creative. The Daughter of Wands is somebody who has a lot of great ideas, has a lot of talent, but it can be hard for the Daughter of Wands to make up her mind as to what she wants to go with. So put yourself in the Daughter of Wands' shoes for 2021 and see how the Tower is the result, you know, kind of missing out, opportunities going up in flames just because it's taken a little too long to decide, a little too long to act appropriately. So all my life path number 8s, do make sure that you're taking immediate action. Next, we have writing. So I see here that you heal, you inspire, you teach and entertain with your words during 2021. So writing, for example, a novel, a song, just journaling, I see that this has a extremely healing effect, as well as yoga. Yoga is a big one for you in 2021. If you're not yet into yoga, get into it, life path number 8. This is going to kind of elevate your life and your spirituality to a whole another level. If you've tried it in the past and weren't really into it, and I went through this as well. I tried yoga, I wasn't into it. Then I give it a second shot, a third shot, a fourth shot, and I got hooked at some point, and that is what I see for you. Next, we have infinite abundance. As a life path number 8, okay, infinite abundance, you're probably just yawning by now, life path number 8. You are fully supported. I see that following your divine life purpose is going to bring you more abundance than you ever expected during 2021, even with such a favorable reading. Just make sure that you don't get too cocky or too overly confident. I see here in your heart's desires that also like staying true to yourself is so important, because when you become too concerned with other people's opinions, which can sometimes be the case with the Father of Cups as well as the Emperor, they're both like very proud and prominent beings in society. They're often very high up in the ranks. It's a prestigious place to be in, and people look up to you not only for advice but also just overall morally. And I do want you to know here in Heart's Desires that sometimes when you are that rock, when you are that person that others look up to, it can be hard to do what you want when there's that much pressure, right? When it kind of matters what you're perceived as. So that is where in Heart's Desires, it's important for you to remember that you're being supported, protected, and guided to do what feels right for you. Next, we have give back. So with all of this abundance, with all of this winning that you're doing, all of my life path number 8s, do not forget to give back. Do not forget that with a lot of success and wealth also comes responsibility to give back and give back to yourself, okay? Breathe, take time to relax. Don't feel like you have to just continue to work harder. I see that working smarter is perfectly fine. and it gives you a lot of free time that you didn't have prior to 2021. Then we have ruminate, and in ruminate, I do see here that all of my life path number 8s, with this extra time to just breathe that we spoke about, with this extra time that you're giving yourself because you've worked smarter, not harder, you have a lot of time to dream, to ruminate, to be in your own little world, and it's important for you to appreciate that because 2021 will be a fabulous year for you, and you're supposed to make use of it because you don't know what's going to come 2022, 2023, so on and so forth. So really enjoy this awesome year that lies ahead of you in every sense of the word, emotionally, financially, professionally. This is an awesome year for you, my life path number 8s. So we are at the end of your life path number prediction. I truly hope that you enjoyed this type of very personalized approach to a yearly reading. Let me know down below in the comments section, as well as give this video a thumbs up if you appreciate this. I'm sending you so much love, life path number 8, and I'm just excited for the upcoming year, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello, life path number 9, and welcome to your 2021 prediction. So I'm gonna get straight into it. All you need to do is enjoy this highly personalized approach to your yearly reading. So first and foremost, we have the moon. Now, life path number 9, it seems as though 2021 is going to be a very intuitive year for you, maybe even a very psychic year, where following your intuition brings you to a lot of conclusions and down a lot of paths where you're like, wow, okay, so this is why I felt so drawn to this path, this person, or this purpose. So everything is going to make sense to you in 2021 as long as you follow that gut feeling. So make sure that you never question it. As I can see here in the Four of Swords, that you can sometimes feel a little bit afraid or a little bit like doubtful as to why your gut feeling is saying certain things to you. But I do want you to know here in the Four of Swords in conjunction to the moon that 2021 is a year where you're able to trust your instincts more than ever, and they're going to prove you right over and over and over again. I see that you're starting to really connect logic with your gut feeling, with your intuition, and finding that happy medium is what 2021 is all about for you. Next, we have the Daughter of Pentacles, and I see that finding that happy medium also comes with putting your money where your mouth is, all of my life path number 9s. So actually investing in business ventures that just feel like they're gonna be good. Actually investing your time, energy, and effort in different things that you feel like, okay, my gut feeling is actually pushing me towards this. I don't need to be logical about this. I don't need to be rational. I just know that it's right. That is what I see for you. Next, we have the Four of Cups as well as the Three of Wands. So I can see here that when it comes to being so creative, putting your money where your mouth is, and being fearless during 2021, it may sometimes feel like a bit of a lonely place. That is one thing that I see in the Four of Cups. But you can help yourself to not feel so lonely or not feel like you're the only one by actually going to different networking events, either online or physically during 2021, and allow yourself to connect with other like-minded people. Because keep in mind, there are so many different humans on this planet. Like, the likelihood of there being more people than you ever expected who think just as you do, who are willing to express themselves just the way that you are learning to express yourself, that is just something that exists. It's something that's out there, but you most likely just have to find your tribe, and that's what's happening during 2021. I see that your tribe is filled with light and love, and I see that your purpose is to just bring more of that really to the world and to the type of people who resonate with you, to the type of people who also are here to bring more healing and acceptance into this world. Next up, we have Artist. So all of my life path number 9s in Artist, I can definitely see that engaging in artistic activities is not only beneficial to your career, but also any other area in your life. So being artistic helps you to not only learn how to let off steam and just be in that space where you can focus on just one task rather than be everywhere and be anxious all the time, but I do also see here that engaging in artistic activities allows you to feel inspired and motivated in your career and helps you to find innovative solutions before other people do, before your coworkers do, before other competitors in the market do. It makes you just really have that cutting edge. Next, we have flowers as well as energy healing. So flowers are a big thing, so look out for what type of flowers are surrounding you during 2021, as it is a synchronicity that is showing up for you. So for example, seeing more white roses than you usually would, especially with white roses not being as common, or seeing more dandelions and so on, just seeing it in depictions in person, having people gift you with a certain type of flower. And I can see here that energy healing is something that that flower alludes to, that type of flower or even grain. So I do want you to know here in energy healing that you have a very natural ability to heal, and you may kind of not believe it or not trust that instinct for the first little bit of 2021. You may feel like, oh, maybe you're just making this up. Maybe your intuition is now going a little too far. This gut feeling thing is a little too weird and creepy. But I can see here in energy healing that it is a part of your life purpose to heal other people. Now, you may not want to necessarily quit a job that is in the corporate world or a high-paying job to move on to starting completely fresh with energy healing. But I see that even just doing it for friends and family, or looking into honing your skills privately just for yourself and for those closest to you, is going to be really beneficial. As I see here in the vision quest, that you're going to have this feeling of seeking something, not knowing what it is that you're seeking during 2021, but I see that you can really still that hunger. You can kind of quench that thirst by moving further into energy healing and understanding that sometimes you're not necessarily looking for something or someone. Sometimes you're just looking for that connection with yourself. You're just looking to reconnect with yourself and with the universe. I see here in four-legged that 2021 is going to take a lot of endurance, okay? It's going to have you feel like, okay, this is more like running a marathon, not a mile. And I see here in the tree people that the way that you feed yourself is very important, okay? Sustenance, that is something that I see that you have to look into, not just in the environment, not just when it comes to environmental causes, but with yourself. I see that this efficiency that you need in order to be successful during 2021 can only be reached if you focus on foods as well as activities that heighten your performance as well as your endurance. So making sure that you're having complex carbohydrates rather than refined sugars, okay? Making sure that everything that you eat is quality, not just quantity or calories, that what you are consuming, the amount of calories that you're consuming, that it is high quality, because it makes a big difference. And I see that during 2021, you're like for the first time gonna notice how giving yourself that extra bit of love nutritionally makes all the difference. I see here in the flute that your expression is going to be different. So the way you talk to others, the way you react, you're not going to be as impulsive. You're not going to have your hormones kind of be all over the place. I see here in the flute that your expression is going to change according to how you're able to cope with the amount of endurance that you need to get through 2021, if you know what I mean. So if you're, for example, not feeding yourself properly, that is one thing that I see here in the upper world, then you're going to be stressed out about the future because you can tell that already now you're tired. So you are eating, drinking, but it's not healthy and it's affecting you negatively. But the more you really like fine tune your diet, the more you engage in like biohacking and finding the exact rhythm for the way you need to eat, sleep, and exercise to be at your highest performance, to be at peak performance, the more brighter the future looks to you. I see here in Earth that really just having things that come straight from the earth that nurture you, so plant-based foods, making sure that those are all organic if possible, or where it makes sense. I see that that is not only essential, but it will have you just have a lot more passion, okay, sexually as well. Now, all of my life path number 9s, I see here in fire that when it comes to your love life, there is a lot of passion here, and the more comfortable you feel in your body and the more you feel like you're physically healthy, the more you will be able to enjoy that and actually feel the passion, which is most likely why it showed up after we've spoke about how important it is for you to regain your health and be as productive as possible, to even have time at the end of the day to engage in a passionate relationship that is also intimate. So all of my life path number 9s, I truly hope that you enjoyed your life path number reading and your zodiac prediction. Let me know down below in the comment section what hit home for you and whether you like this type of video format. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll catch you in another one of my readings. Hello, life path number 11, and welcome to your 2021 prediction. So I'm gonna get straight into your reading so we can figure out what's coming for your beautiful master number during 2021. So we have the Daughter of Pentacles. I see here that when it comes to business, when it comes to your earthly realms, you're going to be trying something new. You're going to learn a different way of investing as well as spending your money. So you may be spending a little more, a little less. Let's figure out exactly what's going to change for you financially. We have Judgment. So in Judgment, I can see that you're going to free yourself from social norms and standards. I see that while other people may, for example, get a flashy car or a flashy item with money that they have left over, you are freeing yourself from people pleasing. You are taking the liberty to not feel as though other people's judgments affect you and affect the way that you spend money. So to say it very simply, all of my life path number 11s, you're no longer going to buy things that you don't need to impress people who don't care about you. That's just not happening anymore. I see here in Justice that you're really just finding your balance, you're finding your personal equilibrium, and you understand that there is like no one size fits all. Just because you're not, for example, spending extra money on an upgrade in your apartment, in your car, in your home, in your clothing, you're coming to understand that the people who are really powerful and wealthy, they don't care about that anyways because they have nothing to prove. And that's where I see you going towards injustice. I see that the more happiness as well as wealth that you amass, the less you really care about buying things to impress other people. Next, we have the Father of Wands. I see that rather than caring about that, you are really more about being creative and leaving a mark in this world. I see that you're really just moving forward when it comes to ventures that are going to outlive you, that are going to change this world for the better. I see in the Daughter of Cups that yes, it is intimidating. Yes, you can be a little bit freaked out by the amount of expectations that you have for yourself. Nevertheless, in the Father of Wands, I see that you're courageous and you're not allowing for any type of fear or anxiety to stop you. I see here in the Tower that caring about what others think is just melting away, is really burning down, is kind of just being completely destructed. You're understanding that the moment that we're born, it's actually just such a traumatic event, even being born, coming out of that, warm, safe space into this cold world. And I see here in the Tower that the more you think about it, the more you understand that a lot of us never had a choice. When growing up, you are just told to see things a certain way, but you are slowly but surely breaking down this social construct that puts so much pressure on so many people, and you're not going to lead that life anymore. You're going to lead your life having all of the options laid out and considering each and every one without worrying about what it may look like. I see here in options that because you're so open-minded, actually more career possibilities are opening up to you. Career possibilities that are more prestigious than career possibilities you've had in the past, as well as other options that you just feel like might be really, really fun. I see here in body work that 2021 is definitely going to entail some type of body modification for you. It could be a surgery that changes your appearance. It could be, for example, energy healing. getting some sort of tattoo, some sort of piercing, exercising a lot more, eating differently. Just overall 2021 is really going to change your physical appearance as well as your energy field. That is one thing that I see here in energy healing all of my life path number 11s. I see that you have natural abilities to heal other people's energy, but your energy also needs to be healed, life path number 11, especially having such a heavy life path number that comes with a lot of possibility, but also a lot of frustration sometimes, because you have just so much potential within you. You have so much inner power that it can sometimes feel like it's a lot to handle. So don't shy away from investing in Reiki sessions. Don't shy away from going and having your energy healed rather than just healing other people's energy, as that is an important way for you to find balance. Options, we have a scale right here, and Justice is another card that indicates that balance is important. So it is essential for you to focus on that part, all of my life path number 11s. I see here in Strength that understanding that true strength really comes from inside and isn't a place that other people can really access. As soon as other people can make you stronger or less strong, you're automatically not very strong, if you know what I mean. All my life path number 11s, if other people can shake how you perceive yourself or what is important to you, what your morals are, then of course strength isn't really there yet. And that is where I see that you're choosing to build more strength for yourself. You're choosing during 2021 to build that true inner strength and knowingness that you don't need anything to prove to anyone what you're capable of or who you are. I see here in progress that you're making a lot of, you're taking a lot of steps forward during 2021. And I want you to know that these steps forward are leaving you feeling like you have more freedom within your life. So progress that you're making is in the earthly realms. That's what I see here in the Daughter of Pentacles, but I do also see that emotionally. The Daughter of Cups is still kind of figuring things out, can be a little immature and naive when it comes to love, but nevertheless you're making progress, and progress is all that counts, not perfection. Next we have Air, and in Air I see a lot of creativity around you. Let's see exactly in what field this creativity is. We have a four-legged, we have the Medicine Shield, as well as Buried in Earth. Okay, we have one more card hiding underneath here, Feathers. So I want you to know here that creativity is going to be restored for you. Let's add one more card. We have Insects. Okay, creativity is going to be restored for you, all of my life path number 11s. That is one thing that I see in Feathers. Creativity, which we have in Air in conjunction to Buried in Earth, is something that's going to be resurrected. So think a hobby that you haven't engaged in a long time. Think some type of endeavor that you abandoned, but it's coming back to the surface during 2021. And I see here in four-legged that this time you have the endurance to follow through with it. So for example, if you wanted to create a YouTube channel, a blog, some sort of business, and at an earlier point you gave up because you didn't see the traction or the success that you wanted, I can see here in the Medicine Shield that just leveling up and not caring that others are seeing you starting small, that others are seeing you in the beginning stages, maybe not as successful as you would like to see yourself. I see that the fact that you're not caring about that anymore is really what brings you that initial success, that not giving up, that endurance. And I see here in Insects that you are going to be so supported during 2021. Seeing a lot of insects is kind of like a byproduct of nature, of the universe, sending its little helpers to show you, hey, you are supported and you are doing the right thing. So look out for that, all of my life path number 11s, and know that most people, like 99% of people, they're not afraid to start something. They're not afraid to go down their own route. What they're really afraid of is to be seen starting small, is to be seen starting in a place that isn't wow, that doesn't show that they're a Fortune 500 CEO and they've made it. But the more you let go of judgment, the closer you actually are to living that dream life, whether it be financially or spiritually. So all of my life path number 11, abundance. I definitely see a lot of spiritual ascension for you. I mean, that is no surprise for life path number 11, but I'm excited for what 2021 has to bring for you. And I hope that you enjoyed this reading, this highly personalized approach. Let me know down below in the comment section. Make sure that you give this video a big old thumbs up if you appreciate this approach to your 2021 prediction, and I'll catch you in another one of my readings. Hello, all my life path number 22s, and welcome to your 2021 prediction. So let's get straight into it to figure out what 2021 has in stock for you, shall we? So first and foremost, we have the 8 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands, all of my life path number 22s, I can definitely see here that you are like the center of attention. But as a life path number 22, you may often feel as though a lot of attention is on you and you kind of like stick out like a sore thumb. I see here in the Devil that there's a lot of temptation around. So if you have a personality that is prone to addiction, do look out for that during 2021, as I can see here in the Fool, that you will be exploring a lot of different paths, meeting a lot of new people, and it is important for you to not feel tempted by, all that glitters, because all that glitters is not gold. Keep that in mind, life path number 22. Furthermore, I see here in the Father of Cups that there is somebody in your life who you can always turn to, especially when you're just starting out as the Fool, who can protect you from the situation that we have here in the Devil, from any type of temptation, whether it be getting involved with somebody romantically, such as a toxic ex or a toxic person in general, or as I said, substances, anything that you know that you might become addicted to. I see here in the Father of Cups that looking to that kind of like motherly, fatherly figure, that role model, is really going to help you. And if you feel like 2021 is at a point where you need that support and this person hasn't entered your life yet or doesn't have the time that you want them to have for you, look for it externally. Listen to a podcast, read books, indulge in content by people who support you, who inspire you, and who make you feel protected. As I can see here in the Four of Cups, that really your biggest enemy is loneliness, as well as feeling like an outcast. That is one thing that I see in conjunction to the Devil, as well as the 8 of Wands, all of my life path number 22. So make sure that you never let yourself get to that place, because it's not a healthy spot for you in particular to be in during 2021. I see here in the Mother of Wands that instead, just being creative, okay, just doing something with every free minute that you have that inspires you, whether it be reading, whether it be putting together a collage, singing, making music, writing. I see here in the Mother of Wands 2021 is a highly creative year for you, and I see in the Five of Swords that you're able to break old patterns and habits that have been haunting you up until 2021. In the Father of Cups in conjunction to the Five of Swords, I can definitely see here that this mixture just shows that overall things that were otherwise holding you back from success, things that were otherwise kind of hard for you to overcome, especially mentally. If you have some type of disorder, for example, OCD, for example, depression, just anything that's holding you back mentally, I see you severing those ties during 2021. So we have the upper world. Your future is looking very bright because of that, especially because you never thought that you were able to overcome it. Then we have the tree people. So working with others, as well as just kind of creating a future that is not only bright for yourself, but also for other people going through the same thing. Inspiring others is what I see, as I can see here in conjunction to the flute, that there is a lot of expression coming from you. Then we have the earth as well as vision quest. So first in the earth, I can see that nurturing yourself is important, but also nurturing other people. I see a lot of people are counting on you. I see in Vision Quest that as a life path number 22, with a lot of opportunity also does come a lot of responsibility, and that is something that you're feeling. But know here in the insects that you have support, that it's okay to ask for help during 2021 if you feel like everything is just too much. As I do see here in the Devil that you can tend to keep to yourself when you're going through something difficult. You can tend to take care of others and just kind of let yourself disintegrate, which is where the insects are trying to communicate and show you during 2021. Like, hey, the universe is supporting you. We are like the little helpers of the universe, showing you here through synchronicities of us showing up that you are in fact more supported than you ever thought that you were. And we have the confirmation right here. I see here that you are completely safe and supported during 2021, especially while you change your career. I can see that a career change is highly likely for you, all of my life path number 22s, and that is something that can be scary. It can feel like, oh, what if I don't find something quickly enough? What if I don't get on my feet or things don't work out? But I do want you to know here that strength is something that you just need to kind of like say to yourself, I have to have this. I can't live without it. I need to be courageous and strong. And I do see here in strength that you're being called to remind yourself in moments of doubt of everything that you've been through, everything that you've overcome, in order to channel strength for 2021's difficult situations or situations in which you are tempted to go down a route of destruction. Next, we have spiritual teacher. So I can see here that engaging with a spiritual teacher can help you immensely, but also do know that you may be that spiritual teacher, especially as a life path number 22. You have a very special and elevated vibration. You are somebody who has this pure connection to source, to the universe. So making use of that or turning that into a career, 2021 is looking favorable for that if you feel as though that's the year in which you're ready for that type of career change. But let's see what else is up for you. We have studying. So you're going to learn, you're definitely going to do research, educate yourself, and that is going to help you gain confidence and clarity before this career change happens, for which you're going to be protected. All of my life path number 22. So do know here that reading, researching, education, it's very important for your 2021 career. It's very important for you to embark on this journey of 2021 and be successful. As we have here in the Fool, you're starting from a point of not really knowing much. You're starting from a place where you have to kind of become acquainted to new, how should I say, new knowledge and new ways of life, especially when that career change happens, when you go in a different direction. And there's no moving forward from the Fool. There's no becoming educated without educating yourself, right? There's no becoming educated without learning, without listening, without taking in information. So do know here that 2021 is really for you like 90% learning, taking in information, and 10% executing, and executing very carefully. So you're working smart and not hard. So all of my life path number 22s, I truly hope that you enjoyed this reading and that you found it insightful. Let me know down below in the comment section if you appreciated this type of very personal approach to a 2021 prediction. And also make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. I'm sending you so much love, life path number 22, and I will catch you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my life path number 33s, and welcome to your 2021 prediction. So let's get straight into it to figure out exactly what's coming towards you during 2021. So we have a few cards that popped right out of the pile. Let's figure out what they are. We have the Two of Swords, we have the Five of Wands, we have the Eight of Wands, as well as the Mother of Wands. So first and foremost, a lot of phallic energy. What is phallic energy? Phallic energy is a masculine energy. Do you see all of these phallic signs, all of my life path number 33s? That is why this masculine energy is prevalent, because all of the signs of the wands, including the swords, are masculine signs, which show that things are going to happen. A lot of action is going to be taken. And I can see here in the Eight of Wands that you're kind of like the focal point. You feel like the center of attention during 2021. It may also be because you're path number 33 and you've just never 100% felt like you belong, because this is a very high master number. This is a very spiritual master number. And I see here in the Five of Wands that this can sometimes result in a little bit of internal conflict and a little bit of an internal struggle for you during 2021. But that's where you have to remind yourself in the Mother of Wands of what a strong, sassy person that you are, what a strong individual that you are, and that you are courageous, and that it's okay to sometimes doubt yourself. Just make sure that decisions are always coming from a place that is truly you and courageous. As I can see here in the Two of Swords, that indecisiveness is something that can hold you back during 2021, and that's why you've tuned into this reading. That's why you felt drawn to even click this video and this thumbnail, because you're meant to hear that indecisiveness can have different business opportunities and also opportunities to fix new relationships with new people. They can just rush by. They can just pass you by if you are too indecisive or too hung up on something to act appropriately, to act in a timely manner. I see here in the medicine shield that you are protected. As a life path number 33, it can sometimes truly feel as though the cards and the odds are not stacked in your favor, just because with so much potential, which is what you have, also comes so much responsibility and pressure. I can see here in bones for casting that divination can truly help you. So all of my life path number 33s, you are a very superior number spiritually. So using divination, oracle cards, tarot cards, bone casting, that is one thing that I can see that can really help you make decisions in a more timely manner, as well as feel more confident in your decisions. If you've thought of getting into tarot and oracle cards yourself, 2021 is a great year. I can see here in West that kind of purging old habits is what you're going through, and that can leave you feeling like, oh my God, how am I going to fill these voids? How am I going to move forward during 2021 like this? I can see here in the shapeshifter that it's really all about perspective, and it's important for you, all of my life path number 33s, to never lose sight of the fact that your perspective is everything. You could see the glass as half full or as half empty. You could see losing a job as an opportunity or kind of like detrimental to your career. Just an example, not that I see that within your reading, life path number 33, don't worry. So I do see here in the shapeshifter that getting rid of things can allow you to see space as an opportunity for something better to come in. I see here in South that you have abundance in your life, but it is not abundance in the form of material things. I see in West that you're really kind of actually getting rid of anything that you feel is distracting, anything that you feel is taking up an unnecessary amount of space. And I see here in Feathers as well as South that you feel as though you're restoring your connection to source. You're truly restoring your connection to the universe, and that you don't need these material things. You don't need things to show how much you are actually living a happy and successful life. So that is where I see in South that is triggering actually more material abundance into your life during 2021 than you've had in the previous years, because I know this sounds so contradictory, but the more you let go of the need to own, the more you will have things flock towards you. Next, we have the environmentalist. So I can see that you're really an earth angel. All my life path number 33s, especially during 2021, you want to protect, nurture, as well as teach others about nature and the animals and how they can do the same. And I can see here that you're going to let go of certain people during 2021 who don't get it, okay? Especially in conjunction to West, letting go, purging things. I see here in let go that you have to also let go of certain relationships where people just don't want to understand how important your life's quest is to protect others, to protect the earth, and leave the earth in better shape than you came in. I see here in energy healing that the more you kind of let go of naysayers, negative Nancys, or just people who don't want to believe in the facts that as human beings, our habits and the way that we use this planet has a profound effect on it. The more you let go of people who don't believe that, the more your energy field is going to heal, and you're going to feel like there is more clarity. Next, we have oracle cards as well as creative expression. So you may, for example, think of using divination tools for creative expression. We did already have that up here in the bones for casting, but I do want you to know The creative expression is something that your soul is often going to long to do. So in moments where you feel lonely or where you feel a lot of pressure, a lot of societal pressure, or like you don't belong, simply create and you're going to feel a lot better. Simply, pick up a pack of oracle or tarot cards, use them, play with them, and that's going to make you feel just amazing. So I do want you to know here in creative expression that just letting your soul be free, letting your creativity run wild is like therapy to you. It's probably a better investment for you, life path number 33, than therapy, because you're the type of person who does not confide in many, and often you actually know more than therapists or people in positions of authority, because you have that kind of invisible bond to the universe. You have that invisible bond to the unseen world. I see here in choice, really 2021 is mostly just your choice as to how you see it, how you perceive it, how you live it. So I do see that, especially when it comes to love, that is your choice. It is your choosing whether you want to fill your time or your space with a lover or a partner. I see here in sensitivity that it may be very much a situation where you feel like you're making yourself vulnerable and the person has to be worth it. So you're going to turn down certain opportunities to be with people if you're single, and if you are in a relationship, you're going to be very careful as to who you open up to and when you open up to your partner, because just being vulnerable is something that scares you. Being vulnerable is something where you often choose against opening up, okay? You often choose not to do that, as I can see here in barriers, that during 2021, you truly want to also protect yourself. So while you are protected in 2021, at the same time, you kind of just want to make sure that nobody is leeching off of your energy anymore, life path number 33, that nobody is taking advantage of you anymore, and that there is real reciprocity in your relationships and for you as a life path number, because you're realizing the older and wiser and more mature that you grow, the more you realize how unique that your talent and your spirit really is, and how much others can see that, but maybe you weren't 100% able to see that, but you're protecting that during 2021. And that is something that is allowing you to find more peace and happiness overall as a human being. So all of my life path number 33s, this is the reading that I received for you. I truly hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful. Let me know down below in the comments section if you enjoy this type of content that is highly personalized, and make sure that you hit that like button to also let me know. Sending you so much love, all of my life path number 33s, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos.